Welcome, my little couch potatoes, to the comfiest courtroom on the internet. I'm your host, Llama, and it's time for dramatic testimony, overruled objections, and absolutely unqualified opinions. So grab your snuggiest blanket, some delicious snacks, and get ready to watch court with your internet besties. This is Couch Court with Llama.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. As you can see, it's just me for right now. Buffy may or may not be joining us this morning. Mom duty calls. But you got me instead. So hello, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday weekend. I did. I did some family stuff. Got caught up on a lot of TV I'd been missing since I had so many night shows. And I had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. Hello, Lady in Gray. Also hung out with my besties, watching some Marvel stuff, and will tonight as well over on the Discord. Hello, Text Packet. Hello, hope you're doing well. And Dea Montana. Hello. Well, as you guys are filing in and finding your seats on the couch, remember to please like this video. Let's everybody know that we're live right now, and it's where the party's going to happen, because today we're getting into Clayton, guys. I'm so excited. We finally have made it. And then share on social media, subscribe, hit the notification bells so you don't miss when we go live or watch an episode. So do I watch Paradise? No. You know what, Text Right? That's so funny, because Amos messaged me, I think it was Saturday, and she was like, have you watched Paradise? And I said, no, I haven't. I've heard things. And she was like, well, you're going to need to. So it's on my list. Lots of people have been recommended it to me. So, I love a good TV show. Hello, Toadette. Look at you being early today. I love that. Hello. Good morning to you. I need to watch. Oh, you're yelling. Okay. All right. Well, hey, I'm always up for some good TV. So I will make sure to add that to my Hulu list. I love it. I love that so much. You guys are the best. So I want to thank everyone for all of the comments they've put on all of our episodes so far. You guys are so informative, and I love it. So I want to say thank you to all of you who have been doing that. And then those that are in our live chat as well. You guys are amazing. So where did we leave off? You rewatched last week's video and I hyped it. Oh, I need to learn more about hyping and what it means, Dan Montana. But whatever Dan Montana says, hype this video. Sorry, I still have this cough, and it's not even a cough. It's like a rattle. It's very annoying because I didn't have it when I was sick, but then I got it right afterwards, which is just dumb. You watched the whole first season in 2 days? All right, fine. You've sold me, Text Packet. You've sold me. I'll get back to you by the end of the weekend. Ahoy, matey, Bruce the Moose. Hello, good morning. Well, so far we've talked about Michael Maricini. We're in the middle of Greg Gillespie right now. It's 2023. That's what year we're in for today's episode. What are we in? July, August of 2023. And I think it's really safe to say that as we've covered, we also covered Lone Cactus lawsuit, her Uber lawsuit, and it really has shown like how she's evolved in her love con. I mean, I don't even know if it's a con. It is. Well, it is. It is. Yeah, it is definitely a con. But how she's involved with these stories of these fake pregnancies and accusations, really egregious and disrespectful allegations she's made against these men with no proof of anything whatsoever. And I don't understand how she's in the middle of this, abortion, coercion, civil lawsuit with Greg. Greg and them are like, you have faked everything, including fake lawyer emails. You are a fraud, all of this stuff. And then she's about to have the balls to do what she's about to do. And I don't understand. I don't understand how you've had this other side calling out everything you've done. And of course, she deflected and blamed them for everything. So I guess that's probably how, when you lie and you lie to yourself enough, anything's possible, right? But she's about to now meet Clayton Echard. And so this is probably her biggest mistake here. Well, these are all horrible mistakes, but this one, bad for her, great for all of us. Great for all of us. Oh, yes, I do have your email. That's true. I do. Hello, Deanna Christine. Hello. Good morning to you. Good morning. So, as I said, today we're getting to unseal Owens versus Clayton Echard cases. And we have heard so much crazy shit. And however, I don't even know what number episode we're on at this point. We're only halfway through the insanity of this, but things are about to ramp up very quickly. And it is more batshit and diabolical than anything we've read so far. And it's saying a lot because I can't think of how many times Buffy and Ice Faces have been like, what? You said what? Your accusation is what? And you're like, can she get worse? Yes. The answer is yes. Yes, she can. Now, what's different with this case is that Laura has decided to try her hand in a different court. That's right. We've mostly been in civil court the whole time, with a few instances of going to domestic court with the restraining orders. But now she's decided she's going to family court. Laura, you are so dumb. So dumb. And because, in case you're wondering, guess what? She's about to be pregnant with twins again. That's right. Her miracle uterus with her miracle ghost babies. It's twins, everybody. Who knew? So that's what we're going to be getting in today. If you're just joining us and at the end you're like, oh my gosh, what all have they been talking about? Please, we have an entire Laura Owens playlist where we go from like the very beginning in 2018. So stay with us today, but you can always go back and catch up watching those. You're going to need everyone's Twitter handles, please and thank you. I love that lady in gray. Now, before I get into it, though, she needs to stop pulling random guys. Coming in hot today, Savage. Coming in hot. Now, before we get into that, you guys have been asking if I've started listening to Love Trapped, the podcast, which is about Laura Owens and Clayton Echard, mostly about Clayton from Clayton's point of view. And I did listen to the first 4 episodes on Thursday after the show while I was working on stuff out here. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I'll give this a listen. So I got through 4. And I have a few notes, not very many. It was very good. I do recommend to anyone. Love Trap, the podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts, it's out there. Very good job. You hear a lot from Clayton, which I very much enjoyed, hearing his own words. Zoe, you need to go lay down. All right. We're not doing this. Go. You are already there. Go. Sorry. She's so dramatic. So anyway, so you get to hear a lot from Clayton's point of view and his own words. And I always appreciate when they're able to do that. Hi, little Marie. Hello. Good morning. So I was wondering, so I didn't know that I don't watch The Bachelor. That's like one franchise I've never watched ever. I know what the show's about, but I've never watched it. So Clayton Echard was on The Bachelor as the bachelor, the guy surrounded by all those women, in case others are like me who have no idea what his season was about. So it turns out that his season, he is like the most popular, unpopular bachelor ever. Because he picked some other, I don't know all the drum and tea, so I don't need the Bachelor people coming after me. Okay. All I know is that the world was not happy with him afterwards. He left with like nobody, I guess. I don't know. Hello, Echoes from the Tabernacle. That's quite a name. Hello, good morning. And so I didn't know that before. I just knew that he was on it. And to find out that the whole world really didn't care for Clayton at all. Like, people said really horrible things to him, as they do with everybody, because they feel like they're entitled to, whether it's deserved or not. But that got me thinking, like, so he's on The Bachelor. About a year later, year and a half later or whatever, is when he moves to Arizona and meets Laura, just for timeline's sake. And that got me wondering, like, did Laura target him because he was one of the least liked bachelors? So like the public didn't like him. So why not pick him as a target where people are more apt to believe you because of how much they don't like him, which seems like something she would do. Now, Clayton thinks that she didn't know who he was at first. And, oh, that sweet summer child. Yeah, she did. Yes, she did. I am very sure she did. And if she didn't, she knew very quickly, like the day after meeting him, because all you had to do was Google his name and it's bachelor stuff ever. There's no way she could not have known who Clayton was. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Oh, here's Bill coming in with some bachelor tea. He was unpopular because he told the top 3 he loved them and told them he slept with the other 2. So basically got in trouble for being too honest. That's true. They do talk about how he's too honest on The Bachelor. I was like, oh, that's a problem. It is a problem. It turns out that can cause some issues there. So I wonder if like that's why she went after him. I mean, Bruce says, I mean, it's not like there are a lot of people that were on The Bachelor that are still single in Maricopa County, right? Right. Oh, he was unpopular before. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't get what all they were saying, but I didn't watch it. Maybe I will, just so I have some frame of reference. But it's reality TV. Like it's not a big deal. Sometimes the internet gets too crazy. But anyway, so that got me thinking, like, did she know? She had to have known very, very quickly who Clayton was. And it was also very sad. Speaking of the internet and reality stars, Clayton also talks about how afterwards, the way that the internet was treating him and the world was treating him, that he was very suicidal during that time. And I wanted to bring that up because it can happen to anybody, but also it's important to know that they are real people. Like I'm a real person and you guys are a real person and the people you see on TV, they're all real people. And sometimes you should be mindful of what you can write whatever the hell you want on the internet, sure. But maybe be a little bit more mindful that there is a human being on the other side as well. I mean, it's just a love reality TV show, guys. It's not that serious. But I thought that's a very hard thing to talk about. It's a very hard thing for men to talk about as well. And it should be talked about more because it affects men greatly. And so I thought that was really brave of Clayton to talk about that publicly. And I really commend him for doing that and raising awareness of how that affects people of any bracket, of any gender, race, anything. It's a very, very real thing. So bravo to you, Clayton, for being so honest about that. Also, I love Stephanie. Stephanie was so funny because I love when she brought up the sexy, seductive photo. That's Laura standing beside a horse. It's not that sexy. And Clayton's like, yeah, it really did it for me. And both Stephanie said the same thing I did. Like, really? Like that it was just her standing next to a horse in leggings, but okay. To each their own. It's about the unsexiest picture I can imagine. You guys are dropping all the Bachelor see. All right, I'm gonna have to go read all of these because I don't know much. I'm not gonna read them all now, but I will for sure. So she is. Oh, Laura is a Bachelor fanatic. Of course she is. He just assumed she didn't know it first. Okay. I only watched the first 4 or listened to the first 4. So that's just what I took away from that. But yeah, she totally knew exactly who he was, which the balls is insane to me. Yeah. Same, Bruce. There are some shows that I watch where I won't even go into those subreddits because the people just piss me off with their comments all the time. It's like, why are you trying to ruin everything? Can't you just say something nice for once? I mean, come on. Clayton is clearly a butt man, but Laura doesn't even have one. I said it. I said it. She doesn't have much of one. No, it was very funny. I thought that was great. In Clayton's defense, he was high when she sent that picture. That's fair. That's fair. I just thought that was funny that both Stephanie and I were like, really? Really? Okay. Then also it comes out that Laura sings that she wanted to be a country music star. What? That was the first time I heard that. And I needed to know, chat, like, is it somewhere? Is it somewhere for me to listen to? Because all I have in my mind is that it's like the Real Housewives where they think they can sing and then they cannot sing. And I hate their stupid songs that they do end up singing. But I was like, she sings? That's wild. Hi there. Hello. Good morning, Dim. I'm going to go with Dim. That's what your name is. Demon Slurgy? I don't know. Something like that. Oh, Bruce says, Laura said in the emails to Clayton that she didn't watch his season or watch the show really, but their Instagram pics from old accounts where she and her dogs were watching the show. Oh, she did. And it also explains a lot about her too. Interesting. Oh yeah, then she effing knew. She knew. That song is so auto-tuned. So it is like a Real Housewives song. Of course it is. Of course it is. I love that for us. It's unremarkable to me as a sound engineer. I love that. Oh, I'm going to go find it later. That'll bring me lots of joy. Also, Clayton talked about how he had like a full like terabyte or couple terabyte hard drive of every single message that ever went between them the entire time because he was smart. He was very smart at the beginning. Like, I'm documenting all of this. And I'm just saying, Clayton, release all the messages. Okay, I got the time. I will dedicate all my time going through them. Just release them all, please, and thank you. I'd really appreciate it. So that's where I am in the coverage of Love Trapped, the podcast. It goes by very quickly. Those episodes, they move along at a really good pace. So I recommend everybody who hasn't yet, go ahead and listen to it. Maybe not listen too far if you don't want any like spoilers of where we're going. But it's pretty good. Bravo, Stephanie over at Love Trapped. You got me. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts because I have a hard time. Nothing to anyone that I have a podcast. It's just I have a difficult time listening to them and like doing stuff at the same time. But I was able to do both. It was very good. Now, let's get into why we are here, shall we? I said with all the estrogen in the house, they'd have to watch The Bachelor. That explains so much. Oh my gosh. Did she ever try out to be on The Bachelor, guys? Is there has to be, she had to have, is there a tape somewhere, an audition tape? Oh, I hope so. Oh, I hope so. What I wouldn't give to see Laura Owens audition tape for The Bachelor. Maybe Buffy and I will make a fake one. Hello, Happy Smile. I love your name. I love that. Happy to see you here. Welcome to the club. We're a little crazy. So she did. Sweet Leech. Oh my gosh, I'm going to need that. Again, I love this for us so much. What's the main topic today? Well, I'm so glad you asked because right now we've been covering Laura now for about a month and a half, and we've finally made it to Clayton Echard and Laura Owens. Like today is our first day covering the court documents for Clayton. So we are going to be doing that, and I got it right here. Once I get my little thing set up. Is that right on the vertical? Yes, sorry. I got lots to manage over here. So she's in the middle of this battle with Greg in civil court, pulling the same exact shenanigans. And somehow she has the balls. She's thinking, you know what? I need to be in court more. And decides, let's take Clayton to family court for this pregnancy dispute. if you will, which doesn't make any sense. Oh, you've never seen it? Oh, it's somewhere. It's somewhere. It'll come out soon, I'm sure. This everything she does makes me want to vomit. Yes, we are new to my co-host isn't here right now. She might be later. She has mom stuff, but we're new as well. So we've just been going through. We have the lovely Chat who's way more experienced than us, giving us a good guide through things. So if you're new, that's fine. There's a lot we don't know as well. We know some. Speaking of, there she is. There she is, the beautiful Buffy. Hopefully she's doing well. Your voice is pretty attractive. Well, thank you. People say that. I'm sorry. It's a little raspy right now, but for some reason, apparently people do like my voice. It's very strange. So, all right. So let's get into our first segment because we got 4 today. We got 4. As I said, as soon it just is batshit from page 1. All right. Of course, it's Laura. Everything always is. But like she really ramps it up. She also paid $344, which is wild, to file this. I didn't know it was that expensive out there to file paternity papers, but okay. So this one here is just mostly a form, though. It's just check boxes, so it's not going to take very long to get through. Where does this unemployed woman get all of the money for these attorneys? Her parents, her daddy. But now they're broke as fuck, so. Oh, we're going to be listening to her 911 call soon. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about where we are from the story because it's. All right. So she's taken him to family court because she apparently is pregnant with his twins, is what she's going to tell us. And she lets the court know that she's into horse sales and a podcast host. That's her occupation, though. A few months ago, she told the federal government that she never had a job. So, or at least she was never paid, I guess. I don't know. She's so stupid. So she says, she's a mother to the children. This is so bad shit crazy. This is so insane what she does here. And that Clayton Echard, former bachelor, is the father. This is all, I live here. We had sex. Oh, this is very important. She says the person had sexual intercourse in this state as a result of which the minor child may have been conceived. Now, some of us already know the spoilers here. They did not have sexual intercourse that way. Nope. It was very oral. So she cosplays as a business owner. Yeah, I think she cosplays as a human a lot of times. She does not do a very good job. Hi, Teresa. I hope you're doing well today, babe. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, all right, she's claiming they had sexual intercourse. They did not. All right. She checks it again. Hey, guys, we totally had sex that resulted in babies. No. She was not married, obviously. There's no child support order for the children because, well, she's about to tell us when she got pregnant. They're barely, if they were real. She's like, what, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something along those lines, that she's barely pregnant. But she knows she's having twins at this point. So she lists child A as unborn and child B as unborn, just so you're there. So, oh, look who's here. There she is. Just in time.
Did I make it?
You did make it. You literally just made it just in time.
Yay!
I hear myself a little bit, by the way. You might have to turn down your volume so you don't get my echo.
That's weird because I have the volume going to my earphones.
Oh, well, maybe your earphones are very good but loud. Who knows? So happy you're here. I was talking a lot about the Love Trapped podcast. So I just got into this document here. So just in time for the real crazy. All right. Oh, I should have raised my chair up. It's so low right now. Like this on the floor. Okay, so there's her 2 unborn babies. She has not been in a case regarding custody of anything, basically saying, I don't have any other babies. Medical expenses. She says there are medical expenses that are unreimbursed. And if she has them, then he should pay, I guess. So she should get money for medical expenses for her fake babies. So that's interesting. She has not attended the parenting information program, which is, for somebody who's been pregnant like 1 billion times, I think she should have it down, right? Right. Now, this checkbox is one of my favorite here. When it comes to domestic violence, keep this in mind. She marks that domestic violence has not occurred between the parties. Does anyone want to place any bets on how long before she accuses of him of that, since that's like her favorite thing to do with everyone, always? So anyway, yeah, that's just Clayton's info. Neither parent's home is designated. Oh yeah, this is all just boring parent stuff. Where's her? Okay. Unborn. Where's her information of like, oh, it's not on here. Okay, well, normally they like have, oh, that's because it's just the family one and not the restraining order ones we've been reading where they like lay out everything. Text or damn Montana. It costs a fortune to schedule and cancel medical appointments. I mean, it does. That's probably why she doesn't go to a doctor. Because she just cancels them and they're like, you know what? No, we don't want you anymore. She should be teaching. No, she should not be teaching anybody about being a parent ever. Ugh, gross. All right. So that's just her filing that, just claiming, hey, I'm pregnant with twins. It's Clayton's and we're going to family court because we want parenting plans and custody and blah, 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 blah. So that's what's going on there. Now, this one is fun. So on July 31st, this is the same time she's filing things. Everything's like 1 or 2 days apart. So they all come together. But that one was quicker to go through. So Laura has learned to start calling the Scottsdale Police Department. And we're going to learn about everything. They're basically on her speed dial. I think they might be her only friends. And they're not her friends. They never have anything good. They never do anything good for her. But we'll see. She calls them about the craziest of things that it's like, are you serious? And we'll hear one 911 call. It's one of my favorite. I forget what she's on there bitching about. But the operator was like, I'm getting a 911 call right now. So you can like, hold on. Like a real emergency, a real big deal. I think she's complaining about people on the internet. Now, so July 31st, she calls the Scottsdale Police Department. And let's see. She's saying from Laura, she resides in her parents' casita, but she's currently out of town. Because I know when I file court papers, I immediately leave the area. She is pregnant with twins by her ex, Clayton Echard. And recently has been sending text messages that she finds concerning. Oh, why? Is it because he won't date you? Probably. Because if you're not super familiar with this case, she does all this to these men to get them to try to date her. Dead serious. I don't understand. She'll be like, I'll drop this whole case with prejudice if you'll date me. I'll abort the babies if you date me. But if you don't, then I'm going to sue you. That's what I'm going to do. That's her go-to. That's exactly what she does every time. If she were even pregnant, she'd have 4 or 5. I know, right? She'd have her own TLC show or some shit like that. I've never met somebody who's just pregnant with twins every single time. Like, okay. Hello, Minnie. Hi, Buffy. Buffy's back.
It's a Monday on a Tuesday.
It always is, isn't it? So Where do we leave off here? So he has expressed his disbelief that she is pregnant with his child, and he has threatened to file fraud charges. Oh, how dare he? What an asshole. He has talked about his hatred for her. He also wants her to provide him with contact information for her previous boyfriend. She told me her previous boyfriend tried to kill her.
Oh my gosh.
What? He lives in San Francisco. Oh, that's Michael.
Mm.
So not even Greg, just Michael.
Well, yeah,
He doesn't
because
know about Greg.
Michael was the one that, she talked about on the TED Talk.
Right.
know.
But she's still like in court with Greg. So that's funny that like this is about Michael and not Greg.
Gotcha.
Okay. By the way, Michael did not try to kill her. Okay. Let's just clear Michael's name. Okay.
Really?
Clear his name.
That was a lie?
Right. But in case you didn't know, she did a TED Talk, the most popular. It's not about her previous relationship. And she finds it concerning that Clayton wants to contact him now. She has asked Clayton to tell her that she's safe, but he refuses to do so. What does that even mean? I don't even understand. Okay. I wonder how the cop wrote all this down. Just like, what even is this? Okay. I suggest, this cop. I suggested she block his number and apply for a protective order against him. But she declined to do either, saying she wants to know what he's thinking. Okay. She asked that our conversation be documented, and I provided her with this number, and I asked her to send me copies of the concerning text messages to include with this information report. She provided me with Clayton's date of birth and his telephone number. So she wrote, "Thank you so much for taking my report today. I'm attaching his threats, hateful messages, and extortion threats, as well as all of the pregnancy evidence he was provided and has tried to dispel. The pregnancy zip doesn't need to be opened because it's huge, but I wanted it on the record. But don't look at it." What? Why would you say that? That's weird. "I have agreed to take a paternity test at the lab of his choice, but he has gone MIA and will not reassure me that I am safe from him. Thank you so much, Laura."
XOXO.
So basically, verbatim what she said about Greg as well. "They won't talk to me. They don't believe me. Straight to jail. Go to jail away." Okay, they're bad people. I peed on a stick. How can they not believe me? The audacity.
Wow.
All right. So there's a whole letter from her, you guys.
No way.
Yes way. I told you it starts off just off the rails.
And this is just for the police call? Like
Yes.
She decided she needed to write an entire dissertation or whatever?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
As one does.
Oh,
But
I
she
mean,
doesn't
that's what I typically do. Don't we all?
doesn't want to file anything against him, even though she files a paternity suit. But I don't want a harassment charge or anything. But I'm going to tell you how much he sucks and why I want him to date me. Okay? At the same time, somehow. Because that makes sense. How does she not have extortion charges? I mean, really.
Well, the words extortion just kind of keep coming up, and I feel like all of her suits against all of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think she just learned the word and what it meant.
Probably. One of her lawyers that she hired finally told her. She was like, "Oh, I'm going to use that. That sounds good." All right. So this is a report prepared by Laura to give to the police. Subjects: threats, intimidation, verbal abuse, endangerment, and extortion from Clayton Echard. But I don't want a protective order because I want to know what he's thinking. Like, okay. Also, remember, she checked the box. No domestic violence on her thing.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Let's see what she has to say. To whom it may concern.
Oh, good Lord.
Clayton Echard is the father of my unborn twins. When I told him I was pregnant, he started writing erratic, illogical, and threatening messages. So it's the queen of erratic and illogical, but okay. He has been clear that being a father has not been in his life plan and would get in the way of his dating and professional life. What a dick. These would be followed by periods of silence and him blocking me, then unblocking me to demand alternative forms of proof of pregnancy beyond the medical report I had provided him from Banner Health Urgent Care confirming it. Now, I've never had twins, Buffy.
Oh, me either.
I know, right? But I imagine that once you find out you're having twins, you're probably moved into like the high risk category, yes? Just because of the amount of complications.
I mean, I don't really know.
Well, I don't know either. I'm going to assume though that probably
you're usually like looked at more often, I believe, just to make sure.
Yeah, I mean, lots of things can go wrong with having. I mean, it's just part of the natural what happens. So I would think she would be at the doctor's more than you would early on than a regular pregnancy.
Well, all more than just making an appointment and not going, but
right. Yeah, I would think so. Especially in the first, trimester, because that's when things can go wrong. So I know the people I do know that had twins, like they were on bed rest by like the whole half of their pregnancy because you get big. Okay. Oh my. Okay. So yeah, right. Double high risk with twins and epilepsy.
Oh,
that's
I forget about the epilepsy. Yeah, you're right.
Put quotes around that. I want to see the doctor's note on that.
Well, she is on medicine for epilepsy.
Oh,
somebody gave it to her.
Immediately, I asked my OBGYN and he said that those with multiples are always termed high risk. Yeah, I mean, because they're dangerous for the babies and for the moms.
That's good to know.
So she would definitely have more than just a P test at this point. A regular pregnancy, I mean, gosh, I don't know how that happens until you're like 10, 12 weeks. There's literally nothing that they can do or anything. So if nothing, dramatic is happening, but usually if something dramatic is happening, there isn't much they can do about it anyway. But anyway, I digress. So Clayton has said he would file legal charges, criminal fraud against me for stating that he is the father of my unborn twins. What? Extortion is a crime under Arizona code.
But what about it is extortion, though? Usually you're supposed to gain something like monetary value or something for extortion.
Right? It's her reputation. She is a very popular self-help podcast host and has the most popular TED Talks ever. So that's
TEDx.
Buffy. Gosh, don't you know her?
She's super popular. Don't you know who she is?
And her father is Ron Owens. Okay. He's a local celebrity in San Francisco where we're not. So he alleges I am being untruthful. However, I have even done a test in front of him that he purchased himself. It was positive. In addition, he has been provided with medical test results. Let me make this bigger. That's my problem. There we go. There we go. That's much better for my old lady eyes. Recorded phone calls with doctor's office confirming the viability of the pregnancy and screenshots of my patient portals. I also agreed to take a prenatal paternity test through a lab he found called Ravgen, but he has now gone MIA and will not allow me to schedule the test, which would prove to him once and for all that the twins are his. This is not how this goes down. Like, at all. At all. Oh, you had twins, Minnie. Oh, goodness. Jeez Louise. And weekly by the end with numerous. Okay. All right. So I guess it's a little similar to, single baby pregnancies, but okay. It makes sense. It makes sense. Finally, I told him that I would sign a HIPAA release to allow him to speak to any and all of my medical providers regarding the validity of the pregnancy. Okay. I have included written correspondence with Clayton to date that clearly demonstrate his potentially violent, threatening, and intimidating behavior, but I don't want a protective order. Even though that the number one reason pregnant women die is from murder of their partners. But I'm fine. I just want to know what he's thinking. I'm just trying to get his attention. That's literally all she's doing.
That's what that means.
I have invited him to attend a doctor's appointment on August 7th at blah, 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 for a consultation and ultrasound. His paranoia extends to the level that he believes I will have hired someone to pretend to be a doctor.
Why would you think that? Why would you think that?
I love that. Why would yeah, she would. She would.
I can't imagine where he'd get that idea.
He simply refuses to believe that I am pregnant, despite seeing a test with his own eyes, and that he is the father, despite my willingness to take a paternity test.
Are the cops rolling their eyes when they're reading this?
They have to be. How can you not? Like, what? Clayton also demanded contact information for my abusive ex, whose attempts to kill me I did a TED Talks about, in which Clayton linked to in the message for his request. The audacity. I have a klutz restraining order against the man he wanted to speak to, and engaging him in communication would put me in a vulnerable position. Endangerment is a crime.
No, oh my God, stop.
Your officer, I'm pointing out all the crimes. I don't want you to pursue any charges or a protective order, but I'm just letting you know that there could be crimes if you in case you didn't know. I am very concerned about my safety, and
not concerned enough.
That's right. Not concerned enough.
Not concerned.
No. And I don't know what actions Clayton will take because he is so volatile, controlling, demeaning, and hateful. I have asked him on many occasions to reassure me that he will not hurt me or our unborn babies, and he will not respond to that simple question.
You gotta be kidding.
Of him, right?
You gotta be kidding. Just pinky promise. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?
I think so.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Yeah. I told him I would file a police report if he didn't. That's right. I will file a police report if you don't talk to me. She's so crazy. I have proof that Clayton has read those messages, which I am attaching, of course, because she tracks that as a
The cops do not care.
Here we go again. Crimes of intimidation and threats by word or conduct are listed as a criminal offense under the Arizona Code. A domestic violence offense against a pregnant person is a felony offense under Arizona Code. For all of the reasons above, I am concerned that Clayton will cause physical harm or injury to me. Please enter all attached documents and recordings into evidence and include them with this report. Thank you, Laura Owens. What? This woman never ceases to amaze me in how far she goes. What are you doing? This is crazy. Hi, Kelly. Hi, bestie. I mean, one, you're pointing out the crimes to the cops, but you don't want them to do anything about anything because he won't talk to you and you want to know what he's thinking, but he's very, very scary. But no, I just want to tattletale, basically. Weirdo. It's crazy. All right, let's see what else she submitted with her dissertation.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, there is more. There's always more with Laura.
Oh my gosh.
So these are some texts from Clayton. Note, I have the originals just listed here for convenience. Oh, she's so thoughtful. Look at her doing the police job. She could be a cop. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No.
do not.
No, I know. I should have never said that out loud into the universe. But she's basically a lawyer, though, in case you didn't know. So these are some texts from Clayton. He said, "You're trying to destroy my mental state. How scary."
Wait,
Laura,
she didn't even include text. These are just her typing out stuff.
well, it's for convenience, Buffy. Gosh.
Oh my God.
No, I agree, right? Like, yeah. Laura, I legitimately hate you right now. I feel that, Clayton. Me too, buddy. You're not alone. You've made my life so stressful since I've known you. And if you decide to not take Plan B, and in the wild event that you are pregnant, I would hate you even more.
I love the commentary at the end. Note.
Obviously, it was pregnant. Why is was and it should be am, but whatever. I forgot she's a genius. My hatred will only grow if you decide to put me through all of this. Fair.
It's not illegal to hate somebody.
It is. It is for Laura. Straight to jail. How dare you not like her and break promises? My animosity would last for a lifetime. And that's not something either of us want to subject ourselves to. Even if a kid was present, I would not say a word to you. I would not acknowledge you. Man, poor Clayton, man. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what's about to happen. I feel so bad for him. All of them. I feel so bad for all of them. The Unabomber. The Unabomber would be jealous of Elo's manifesto writing skills. I love that. That was a good one. One thing about me is when I make up my mind for good, especially when it's rooted in anger, I don't sway ever. Ooh, this is so threatening, you guys. So scary. This is about like the equivalent of Michael's case. He was staring at me all the time. They were just staring and I didn't like it. It's scary. My hate is towards you and you only. God is telling me this man will provide me with the clarity I need, as I have many questions, and those questions have turned into beliefs, ones that have led to animosity and a complete lack of trust towards you. Note, God told him my abusive ex, whose abuse caused me to get epilepsy, shut the fuck up, would be a better resource than me. And he could trust him more than me. Wow.
The commentary is hysterical, but also these are one-sided text messages.
Well, that's the only side.
Never, ever trust anybody who only gives you one side of a text conversation.
Nope. Honestly, these aren't even that bad at all. At all. You better be serious. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You better be serious about being pregnant, because if you're not, I'm bringing this all to light. People like you need to be held accountable. Fucking men, Clayton. Yes. You can back off now if this is all a game, and I'll let it go. But if you continue any longer and it's all a lie, I won't hesitate to reveal the truth. Ooh, and he does. Not threatening, Laura. My personal hell would be having to have you be a part of my life. That's awful. That's savage. That is savage, but not wrong.
I need to know dates, timestamps. What came before this response? I mean, which I can understand why he would say it, but I feel like I need to see all of it.
Yeah. And then lastly, I'm living in the fear of having to be associated with you for my lifetime.
And I wouldn't blame you.
Right? Right? Oh yeah, she's not gonna
Damn.
quit after. Hello, Teresa. Hello. Yeah, she's not gonna quit after prison. No, not at all.
Oh,
So
can
these
you see like the inmates.com site that she's going to have set up, where they get their prison pen pals?
oh wow. Oh man, that'd be amazing. That would be amazing if we could. I am sure that we're gonna get the actual text of all of these at some point. We're literally getting like everything nonstop. But even if, let's say, hypothetically, we see this, we don't know the truth behind what's going through Laura and Clayton. All right, let's just pretend to try to forget about that. I don't even think these are threatening, to go to the police about.
Yeah.
He's just saying he doesn't like you and he doesn't want anything to do with you. How is that threatening or extorting or anything? I don't see it at all. He's just not that into you, babe. She just does not understand that.
Wow.
But I bet the police were just like, what?
Like I said in Greg's office, everybody was passing this around like, dude, you got to see this.
Oh, totally. And so we do have some emails between the two of them. This one is from Clayton to Laura, Saturday, June 24th, 2023. So a little over a month before she files the paternity suit. He says this is about paternity testing. He says, I will pay for 100% of it. You have my word. Let this message serve as the proof. Just schedule it and let me know where you scheduled and I'll pay. Thanks, Clayton. Oh, very, reasonable. He's not like me. I'd be like, listen here, bitch face. Okay. Like, I would not be.
Although I wouldn't be upset if he did.
I
wouldn't blame him if he did.
For a lot of the text, check Clayton's response to her Andre complaint. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I don't think I put that in my spreadsheet. I need to remember to do that because I did update it. So, excuse me. My mister will only participate if he doesn't have to listen to Laura's voice. Oh, wow. All right. So let's move on to the next one. This is from Clayton to Laura. This is 4 days after the last one on June 28th. Thank you for the picture of the pills. I still would like the ultrasound image from Planned Parenthood. They keep a record of it, and I worked in the medical industry. They don't take images without recording them. Mm-hmm. Have them send the image over to me, and they can do so. You just have to provide them with consent. It's not a HIPAA violation if you give permission. As for what will follow, I'm rescinding what I sent earlier for the next steps, which was I will contact you on June 8th with information of a local clinic that will provide a paternity test, as June 8th marks 8 weeks. What? Okay, maybe. I will ask you to schedule a time and date. You will go in and submit your DNA, and then I will come in after and submit mine. That is how we will proceeding. Okay, so if June 8th marks 8 weeks in this pregnancy by Laura, and she files this August 1st, that's like another 8 weeks. So she's like 6. She's in her second trimester at this point, allegedly with twins. She does not look at all like somebody who's in their second trimester with twins. Get out of here. So the same day, Clayton to Laura, what? I'm confused. What do you mean? I just need to see the ultrasound to make any decision. I cannot make any decision without seeing it. Of course, Laura doesn't put her stuff in here.
That's what I was just thinking. What's he responding to? Why don't we get to see it?
Right. Clayton just says, just please get me the ultrasound. Thanks. What about this is bad? Literally nothing. I don't like it. He doesn't believe me. He's so mean. So on the 29th, Clayton says, here's the latest request I'll make. I don't need your patient portal information, but I would like for you to give me permission to speak with somebody about your visit to the CAPPH clinic. Confirmation from a licensed medical physician assistant would be enough confirmation to me. If you can, please call them, give verbal permission for me to talk with her, and then fill out the release forms. If you really want me to believe you, then give me a chance to. Let me talk to the medical provider that saw you. That's a fair request considering the circumstances. Then he also wrote, no, it would not make a difference. My final answer is to not date, as I have no interest in doing so. Also, this is not public information yet. Like, nobody knows about Clayton, this whole paternity thing that's been going on for a few months. It's like in the press and stuff.
Right.
So it's not like he's just doing this for like image purposes. Like, nobody even knows that this is going on. They will be soon.
He's being respectful and just matter of fact. You know, I don't think he's being disrespectful. It's not even intimidating. It's just very businesslike. So,
and she's horse jumping at this time.
No, you're not. Not enough.
At 16 weeks pregnant with twins, she's on a horse. Get the fuck out of here. I believe you that she was, because she's not pregnant, but that's just, they'll definitely tell you not to do that. So,
well, yeah, you can't even ride some rides at Disney World.
Right.
And they're not even like, yeah, come on now. Jumping horses.
Wow. Yeah, they're definitely going to tell you don't be on a fucking horse when you're pregnant, because you can fall. I mean,
there's a lot that can happen. You can get kicked. You can fall. Jumping is like, it's bumpy. There's landing. There's,
Yeah. I mean, hell, you can't even ride in a plane on your third trimester. Like, all right, sorry. All right. Actually, can you read this one, babe, while I go get more coffee? Because I've drank both my cups of coffee, in case you can't tell. And I need more. So, let me make it bigger. You mean make it bigger for you? There you go. How's that for you? Is that good? Okay.
Yeah. It would change because of now. I've only heard from you, and it's clear that I have trust issues with you. Since I do not trust you, I'm allowing myself to create doubt in my head, which may be warranted or it may not be. But I just want to know the truth. So, by speaking to a medical professional that has interacted directly with you, I will not be able to doubt their word, as it's their job to inform others of the truth. If they did anything other than that, they would be at risk of losing their license. So I would trust redacted words, and that would then allow me to trust you. From there, I would stop creating doubt. I would stop being emotional and would operate from a place of reason, which is where I want to be. It's a fair thing to ask. If I am indeed the father, then the father should be able to access medical records as well for confirmation. That's all I'm asking for. So, and that was on June 29th, but we don't get to see what the text is that he's responding to, which frankly just aggravates me, because I really want to know what's being said, because I feel like that makes, like, you have to see it in context. Like, what is he responding to? Otherwise, this is just it's a one-sided conversation. What are you saying? I don't like one-sided conversations. I really don't, especially when it's the other person presenting the other side. This is obnoxious to me. I'm ranting because it's obnoxious to me to only get one side of a conversation. I want to know what's being said. The context of these conversations is really hard to decipher, and not to have that.
Agreed. Hi, Di.
Because I don't think he's being unreasonable to ask for what he's asking for.
Mm-hmm.
And she's making him come across as unreasonable for asking for it, but we're not saying what is she saying to him? Like,
right. Well, I don't even think asking for a paternity test is unreasonable.
Well, he's asking to speak to a medical professional, which, I get why you might not want to let somebody do that. But I guess the way she's portraying it is that he's being unreasonable for asking these things, but I don't understand, what is she saying to him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I know, but I won't spoil it. You'll see. You'll see. You'll be like,
oh,
Clayton is a fucking saint, because our responses would be way
I
more.
think he's being completely just, look, he is being very saint-like, very patient. I would have lost my patience a long time ago.
Hi, LSB. Nice to see you. See you here for a live. I love that. Yeah, I agree. And it's very interesting, but look at how intimidating he is and extorting her he is. It's so scary.
It's so what? Like, what?
Yeah. Were you done with this one?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I don't think he's even being ridiculous. I mean, the court's going to ask you for paternity as well. Are they being outlandish, Laura? Probably. To her, probably. So this one is the same date. Let's see. What was the time in the last one? 6:53 a.m. Oh my God, it happened before 7 in the morning.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I haven't even had my friggin' coffee yet, and we're dealing with this? No.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So this one comes at 7:30 in the morning. Clayton Laura says, it would definitely make me much nicer. As I've stated, I've only heard information come from your mouth since this whole ordeal started. Never have I heard from a medical provider. If I did, it would drastically change how I interact with you. I just wanted to throw this out there as a possibility. It seems you would rather leave me in a place of doubt. So I suppose that's where I'll stay. What a dick. That's like the nicest guy response ever. Like, he's being very nice.
I feel like this
because they've been at a month of this. Because I think she tells them around like June 1st or something like that she's pregnant or something. I don't know. So she's been dicking him around though for like a month at this point.
Yeah, because this can be solved pretty easily. Like, this is not one of those like deep mysteries. I mean, if this was like 19 like something, I don't know, DNA where you had to wait for the baby to be born and stuff, but like you can do this really, really, really early. This is ridiculous.
Also, if somebody's pregnant, they're not going to be this like combative of proving that they are. You want to see the ultrasound? I'll fucking show you the ultrasound, buddy. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
No, you can block out all the other stuff. Laura knows how to Photoshop things.
No, I guess I'm just of the, if I'm really like, come with me, let's go. Like, walk up in there with me. Like, there's nothing to hide. If you have nothing to hide, you hide nothing.
Now then he messaged her, there's no reason to jump to all these conclusions that haven't happened yet. Just give me a chance to talk with you. Once she confirms your story, I will then want a paternity test scheduled, but I will stop doubting your words. Let's make this easier on the both of us. There's no reason not to.
That's what I'm saying, Clayton.
Hi, lady. Hello. Good afternoon to you. But we can't have it be easy. So then a few minutes later, okay, when and where are you doing the ultrasound? Oh, boy. Oh, ooh. Okay, so this is July 25th.
So what was the last one?
Okay. He just said, okay, when and where are you doing?
Well, it's like a whole month of conversation.
A whole month later.
Because she didn't stop texting.
No. No.
Or emailing.
So now a whole month later on July 25th, he says, I'll respond to you this one time, just so that it's 1,000% clear where I stand. 1, I will not meet up and explore things with you. 2, I want you to schedule the Ravgen test ASAP, but I believe you won't do it. So you won't do so because you're not pregnant with my children. Hence why you keep making up illogical excuses to wait until February. You also won't provide consent for me to speak with any of the doctors that dealt with administrating the ultrasounds. That's because you never got one done. Ooh, look at you, Detective Clayton. What I've seen is what I believe is a created image from the internet. At this point, your lack of willingness to provide what I'm asking tells me all I need to know.
Mm.
And 3, I'm giving you 1 out right now to not proceed with legal action. In this moment, I am organizing all the documents and am planning to speak with a lawyer in the next few days, hence why we're now in paternity court.
Mm.
I have every intention of suing you for emotional damage and fraud, especially if you continue to harass me. Oh, he's warning you, girl.
Yeah, he showed his hand too early, I think.
I think so too. But I get it. He's this is 2 months.
I know. He probably thought maybe she'd back off if he threw that in there. And I get that. But
I mean, a normal person probably would, but Laura is.
that was dirty talk to her, Clayton. She was like, what's going on?
Oh my God, we're going to get married because this is how I date people.
She was like, oh, keep going, Daddy. Sorry.
I mean, yes, it's basically that. Your out is this. Stop sending any more messages. That line right there, he asked you to stop. To do so would be harassment, Laura. So maybe you're the harasser. I will allow you to send 1 message stating when you are scheduling the Ravgen test. Nothing else. If you cannot schedule the exam in the next 2 weeks, then do not send any other message to me, and I will not pursue legal action at all. But if you send me another message at any point, and it's about anything other than scheduling the Ravgen test, then I will proceed forward with hiring a lawyer. You have my word. And he's not bluffing. Well, he doesn't come in with a lawyer right away, but no jokes. No jokes there. Good for him, honestly. Good for him. He didn't realize, though, the extent of crazy that Laura is. And that she has had years of practice doing this in court. She's basically a lawyer.
She's like, I've prepared my whole life for this.
She's like, oh my God. That means he's committing to me for the next 3 years.
Practically an engagement.
Yes. To her, yes. So the same day, Clayton says, I don't need to decide anything. I will not be exploring anything with you in any capacity. Schedule the Ravgen exam for the soonest possible date and time, and let me know when you do. Do not send me anything else. And she's not happy about that. He then tells her the same night, yes, schedule the Ravgen test ASAP. She doesn't. I'm not sure where the top of, this is probably the same day. Okay. Okay. Can you reiterate that I want her to schedule the Ravgen test next week and a half? And can you let me know what her ultimate decision to do? Who's he talking to? I don't know. Whether she schedules the Ravgen test now or not. If she refuses to schedule the exam now and decides to wait until February, then I would like the confirmation in writing so that I can proceed forward with on my end of legal action. Who is he talking to here? Chat, who's he talking to? I'm sorry you've had to deal with this and also with my frustration last week, but I think you can see now why I have been so aggravated. Laura's reasoning is not based in any rationale, and I do believe at this point I have enough evidence to prove she is faking a pregnancy. Oh, I think this is to her mom. I think this is to Jan.
Oh, okay.
Because he did say in the podcast that he reached out to her, and then he was shocked by her response. So I think it's Jan. All right. Yeah. Text packet says they believe it's her mom too. So that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I do think I remember hearing that.
Yes. Okay. So that's what Laura submits to the police, guys. We're not even in court. That's just part of her police report that she wanted on file, even though she doesn't want anything done, but gave them a list of charges in case they want to. So I don't see any harassment in there. I don't see extortion. I don't see any of that.
I don't either. The cops are just like, this is a civil issue. We're not. Yeah.
Right. I mean, they only did it so they didn't get in trouble, basically.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Right. All right. So she, has called the cops about this. She's filed this paternity suit, which is so, listen, I don't know if anybody who's filed a paternity suit and shared all of this stuff when they're like 2 months pregnant. I don't know why anybody would. If you've ever been pregnant, it's exhausting. And if you've ever been in court for any reason, but especially family court, it is stressful AF. Do not try to go to court while you're pregnant. It can't be healthy for you and the baby. There's no way. Because even when like you're having like a reasonable, you're like two reasonable people in family court, it's still not great. Still not great. So the cops are thinking, what a wackadoodle. Yes, agreed. There goes your hobbies for this week. Filing false court docs is all I do because I have no life and lots of extra funds. Doesn't she at one point say her funds are unlimited? Okay.
Well, how? Didn't she spend it all on Michael Maraschini?
Right. There's another woman in Maricopa County that has a similar amount. Shut up. Who? Oh my God. All right. All men in Maricopa County, please keep your dick in your pants. All right. Y'all got some crazies running around. Just keep it in there. No BJs, no HJs, no anything. All right. Not even dry humping. It can go through the fabric. No, I can't do that, but she would say so. Save a horse, ride a bachelor.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's something. That's funny. That is funny. All right. So let's move on to Clayton. This is his response to Laura's petition for paternity. All right.
It doesn't just say, what the fuck?
Well, it should. And Clayton, babe, you need to work on your handwriting. Okay. Just type it. It's fine. But I understand.
He's under distress, Llama.
I understand. I know. But it's kind of rough. All right. So I'm going to do my best to decipher his handwriting. It's not too terrible, but just to let you know.
Her occupation. Horse sales.
Horse
Podcast
sales. And relationship to children for whom the other party wants the court order. He marks other. Party A is making up this entire claim and is refusing a paternity test. I like this. Already. His occupation is listed as realtor wellness advocate. You see, Laura, how he didn't put a popular, unpopular, ex-bachelor and public figure and like, no. It's just like, I'm a realtor and wellness. So my relationship to children for whom the other party wants the court order. Explain. Pregnancy has not been proven. Neither has paternity. He's like, I'm not even acknowledging it. That must have been the wind. Then down here, summary of what I say about venue and jurisdiction that is different from what the other party said in the petition. All right. So he's saying Laura is unwilling to do a paternity test. Therefore, paternity is unable to be proven. Okay.
Wow.
Information about minor children not available because there's no proof of children shown and no proof of paternity. Okay. Oh, didn't he say in the podcast he went to a lawyer that helped fill? He paid for like a consultation and they helped him like fill this out, but he didn't like retain them at the time. Because why would he think he would need to? I mean, he had no idea what he was up to. And the lawyer probably didn't know what he was up against either. He's like, yeah, this is just, it's going to be a nothing. It's fine. You don't even need to hire me. All right.
However many years later.
Right. So here, Clayton says there was no sexual intercourse. Oral sex was performed, but that was all. So there you go. She's saying she's pregnant from a blowjob. He must have the most powerful sperm in all of the land.
Super sperm.
Super sperm that he got twins out of it.
Right?
Yeah, you would think that courts would see through this BS, but Yes, they do tend to err on the side of caution, and what can you do? But I'm surprised. I was surprised Greg's is still going on. It's crazy. Anyway, I digress. All right. So despite multiple requests, Laura refuses to take a paternity test. She sent me an email saying she would only take a paternity test if we were to date exclusively. See Exhibit 1. Laura has threatened that she will write defamatory comments about this matter and release it to the press. See Exhibit 1.
See, and that's extortion.
That's extortion. That's threats right there. I'm going to ruin your life. I'm going to take it to the public and everybody's going to hate you. Like, that is way worse than anything Clayton had said to her and the one she submitted. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's like every accusation is a confession.
Yes. Hello. Hi, how are you? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Welcome.
Ooh.
Yeah, wow. Okay. So he goes on to say, this entire petition is made up by Laura. There is no proof of paternity. Upon information received and belief, Laura suffers from mental health issues.
Mhm.
I am concerned that she is stalking me. He's not wrong. I'm going to go with not wrong.
She is stalking you.
Right. Let's see. Then he goes on to say, I have not been a party to any custody stuff because he has no kids ever. Not because none of these apply to him. Medical expenses. He didn't even say anything. He just says, I deny paternity. That's all you need to know. Nothing. Pretty
I like it. I approve.
He says domestic violence has not occurred. Okay. Based on my knowledge, neither parent has been convicted of drug offenses or anything like that. Child support. He's like, nay, not pregnant. It is not. This is very Maury.
I know, right?
Clayton Echard is not the natural father of the minor children. So that's funny.
That's kind of what this whole thing was starting to remind me of at the beginning. I was like, man, are we in an episode? Those cops are like, are we in an episode of Maury? I feel like.
Right. Let's see. So then testing and cause, he requested, blah, blah, blah. Other orders I'm requesting. I, Clayton Echard, am requesting a court-ordered paternity test and that Laura pay all costs. I also request an award of attorney's fees pursuant to Arizona Code, as this case is groundless and lacking in merit. We never had sexual intercourse. Okay. All right. So where are we at here? Certificate of service. I know, but where's the Exhibit A? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Oh, good. A grave rubbing.
All right. Let me make this bigger for me because that'll make it bigger for you guys, I think. Hold on. Pump it up. See where you can see. There we go. I had to put it on my whole other screen just to be able
But
to.
it's like one big blob
Oh.
of black writing.
Okay. Why is it not moving over? There we go. Oh, that doesn't work, huh? All right. Let's go down the schmizzen. There we go. All right. No. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm going to do my best. So it looks like it says it's from Laura. I want to say it says page 6 and New York Post are interested, I think is what it says.
Wait. What we're seeing is not what you're seeing.
Yeah, it is. It's right here.
Is
you
it?
can't read it. Yeah.
Oh.
It says page 6.
Oh.
I'm deciphering for you. Page
I thought
6.
you were reading in the paragraph.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, that's
Continue.
the title. Is page 6 and New
Scroll
York
up,
Post are
Buffy.
interested. How could they possibly be interested? Laura just did how they find out. Oh, I wonder.
Honest tip.
She does. And that's why I hate her, Dawn. I literally hate this woman. And it's because of not only the things she's done to this man, but she takes so many other people's real trauma and tries to claim that she has it too. And she does such a bad fucking job about it because she's lived her privileged little bubble life in her casita. And it makes me so mad.
Jealous. You're just jealous.
Well, it's like things like this, right? DV, miscarriages, all of that has such negative stigma attached to it. Like people already have a hard enough time. And then when dumb bitches like this go and take that and are proven to be liars, it hurts all the real people that have these issues. So I especially hate her for that because the audacity. How dare her? And her to be, I'm an advocate for so many things. No, you're not. Shut up.
She's just going there to get her like stories to tell.
Exactly. Anyway,
let's goes to advocate meetings. I don't know.
Probably not. All right. So this, it doesn't say when it was set on here, but whatever.
It probably does. We just can't read it.
Probably. Please have this serve as proof that I am telling the truth, as I wouldn't put my name on the line if I weren't able to back it up. Yes, you would. You absolutely would.
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't convince you, nothing will. I am done giving you the power when you have been so demeaning. You belittled and humiliated me. You are emotionally and verbally abusive, and I am done protecting you. Okay.
Oh, wow.
You have treated me like I am a liar, made me feel ugly and worthless, and not given a shit whether the twins and I lived or died.
Where did that come from?
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, if you are at risk of dying by having twins, you should probably be at the doctor and have ultrasounds and, other medical stuff besides you taking a piss on a stick, lady. Okay.
That just seems to come out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Since you probably won't open the attachments, here's what I sent to page 6 and the New York Post tonight. Oh, I have a tip regarding Clayton Echard and a pregnancy. Icarus is flying too close to the sun here, and I love this for us. His treatment of the mother is horrendous and consistent with his image as a manipulator. He is also not the self-help and suicide prevention advocate he claims to be.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Despite his efforts on social media to prove that he is a changed man, that is not who he is in private. I have plenty of evidence. I am part of the story, but will only submit it if you keep my name anonymous. I will not give the information without signing an agreement that confirms that. Wow. She goes on to say, not surprisingly, both are interested. It's your call as to whether or not.
Oh my God.
It's dirty. This is so dirty.
This is so gross.
Again, I have all the proof in the world to back it up and would never submit this if I wasn't a ridiculous percentage sure that you are the father. If you're going to pull your monthly message attitude, I'm not going to continue to keep this private. Maybe if it's public, you will step up, and by my actions, you can tell me I am dead serious about making it that way.
Oh my God.
Means. Remember, you threatened that to me tonight as well. And if you want to make it public yourself, be my guest. I am owed an apology for the way you have treated me, and you would be lucky to have the opportunity to explore things with me, not the other way around. Let me know tonight. I'm done giving you the power.
Oh.
All the best, Laura.
Wow.
That's crazy, right? Right from the gate, batshit.
Well, I remember hearing that on Love Trap that she told him she was going to do it, but I really feel like not reading the email. I mean, reading the email, like really gives it like, wow, the nasty, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that, but like reading it is completely different than just knowing that it happened. Holy crap.
Yeah. Like, how is this not threatening? How is this not
That
extortion?
is so gross.
Mm-hmm. But as we know, this really backfires on her very quickly. And I love that for us. Love it for her, really. I do. Does it stop her? No. But still, yeah, no, to do this to somebody is very gross. It's not about the kids. And that's what pisses me off. First of all, she's pregnant, but you're trying to be like, well, you're not talking to me and I want to be in a relationship. I'm going to ruin your life. What about the fucking kids? What about what you're doing to their alleged father, trying to ruin his life, to ruin it in a way that he can't provide for your zombie ghost babies? Like, what's your end game? You don't give a shit about anything.
No, see, that was my question. What is the end game here? Like, eventually you would have to come up with a baby, right?
2 babies, not even just 1, 2. She's got to find 2 babies.
You got to find the super rare twin birth to
Right.
and I don't even want to think about how that would come out, but you know what I'm saying. But holy crap.
Yeah, she's crazy pants. Crazy pants indeed. So Clayton actually submits 1 email exchange in his, where to the cops she like put, how many? Several, which said nothing. And that one is wow. I'm so glad that Clayton had a good head on his shoulders to like start archiving all of this shit and organizing it. I mean, I don't blame him. When I get a extortion like email like that, I would too. I'd be like, oh no. No, I don't think so. All right. So this is the last one I got for us today, but like it's still early. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. Wait. 14. Oh, no, it's not. I forgot to. All right, so that's that one. Okay, we did that. Scottsdale response petition. Oh, that's because I forgot to pull one up. Never mind. It's more emails. I was like, wait a second. No, there's a reason.
Fun.
Yes. Okay. We're sharing this tab instead because this is the next one. And we got more emails. Okay. So this is Laura filing. Can we see that? Okay, because trying to make it big enough for everyone. So I have to have StreamYard on this one and this one over here. That's true. She is going to obviously be like, oh, that's the babies. Oh, that reminds me, chat. I saw that she's supposed to have a hearing on Thursday. The complex management hearing or whatever. Y'all think that's going to be streamed on Thursday?
If it is.
Because it'll be at 10:45 my time. So it'll be like right before we go to start the show. So we might watch that if Law and Crime's covering it instead of whatever it is we're going to talk about on Thursday. But if it is, if you guys know for sure, let me know if you know if it's going to be streamed or not. I don't know. So I hope so. But the last time it was, I was just going to say that they've been like 3 to 5 minutes. But this one might be a little bit longer since they've offered a plea deal and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll always have more to talk about, even if it's only 3 to 5 minutes long. There's still plenty to go through. All right. So this document here is Laura and Clayton. All right. This is a motion for contempt already. She filed this on August 23rd. So about a month, 3 weeks after she filed the paternity papers. And she's wanting contempt. All right. So we'll see. Well, hello, Millie. Oh, you're from San Francisco. Love that. Love that. You remember Ron? He's very famous and popular, in case you didn't know.
At the House of Prime Rib.
At the House of Prime Rib. I know. We don't get any more House of Prime Rib talk anymore. And it's very disappointing. Saying, how are we even to know that we're lesser than them? All right. So come now, petitioner Laura, who requests that the court schedule civil contempt proceedings against Clayton in this case, and in support thereof would show unto the court the following matters and facts. Now, also, Laura is representing herself at this point. Clayton is also, they're both pro se, I do believe. This, yes. Well, Laura is, I think Clayton is now as well. So Laura put on her big girl lawyer pants and wrote this, which is always fun when she does that. All right, so here's why she believes he's in contempt of court. On May 20th, 2023, Laura and Clayton engaged in sexual activity. These are her facts. On June 1st, 2023, Laura took a positive pregnancy test at Banner Urgent Care on Greenway and 64th Street in Scottsdale, Exhibit 1.
She really does like to go to urgent care for that.
She does. Who does that? Like, that's not necessary, but okay. Petitioner informed, Laura informed Clayton that she was pregnant, presenting him with the evidence from the visit. Laura told Clayton that she had not been intimate with any other man since March of 2022, and that she was positive the pregnancy was his. Now, on June 17th, 2023, Laura invited Clayton to his, no, Clayton invited Laura to his apartment. That makes more sense. Clayton had purchased a pregnancy test and asked Laura to urinate in front of him to confirm the pregnancy. And this is blurry, of course. Laura complied, and the pregnancy test was positive. Now, question, Buff. So, if she would have done a blood test, it would have shown positive, but it also would have shown the numbers, wouldn't it have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's why she didn't do the blood test, because
they probably would have been really low.
Yeah, it would have showed very low HCG levels. Okay.
I mean, depending on how much she's pumping into her blood. I don't know, like, how long is she taking the HCG? And I don't feel like I don't know much about the HCG shot.
Not me.
There shouldn't, like, I wouldn't think it would raise your levels ridiculously high.
I wouldn't either. I didn't even know
they should be double. They're supposed to double like every 2 to 3 days or something like that. I don't know all the ins and outs. I'm a little bit rusty on that, but they're supposed to double. So like a healthy pregnancy would double over a certain amount of time. Like they just constantly go up. Mm-hmm. There's no way she would be able to do that.
No. So if anybody has this situation, demand a blood test. Basically is what we're saying.
A recurring blood test, not just one. I mean, usually, see, my last pregnancy, it was a geriatric pregnancy because I'm old. And so they had to keep testing me to make sure that, it was going up.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So on June 18th, because she doesn't know how that works. I love finding her typos. So, Laura, 2023. Let's see. Greg messaged Laura stating, quote, "I wanted you to come over to confirm what I was doubting. And you did confirm that. So I don't see you as a liar anymore." Exhibit 2. On August 1st, 2023, Laura filed a petition to establish paternity. On August 2nd, 2023, Clayton was served. On August 5th, this is the timeline. So I will give her, thank you for this, Laura. This is helpful, kind of. On August 5th, 2023, Laura told Clayton via email that there was an urgent issue regarding the pregnancy with twins that needed to be discussed. Oh, what is it? Laura informed Clayton of the requirement to have a good faith consultation pursuant to the Rule 9 before submitting the motion. Look at her learning things from her case with Greg. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Can you? I was only informed of them when I was losing the baby. That was it. They were just like, we're gonna have to draw
Yeah,
blood
I'm
to see.
surprised
I'd
that
never.
women that have multiple miscarriages and are just, have difficulties getting pregnant or staying pregnant aren't monitored more closely.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Well,
that would be helpful.
I mean, especially in the first trimester. I mean, there's literally nothing they can do. So it doesn't really.
I don't think that matters.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
was.
the stress of not knowing makes it worse.
I agree. Oh, I agree. I very much agree. But I mean, things can change, really quickly. So you can be good and then just not. But before that, like when I was pregnant with my son, they never said anything about any of my levels for anything. So I was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
I think I just have a lot of issues that maybe I was just put into a higher risk category because of my age and my medical issues and stuff. So, that they were keeping a higher, I don't know, lookout. They did it with Emma too, because they had to check my progesterone levels too. So,
well, I was surprised when I, got pregnant last year because I was 39. And I thought, I called them as soon as I found out and scheduled an appointment. And I thought they would have wanted to see me earlier than 11 weeks because I was 39, and high risk and all of that. And they were like, no, it's fine. We'll see you at 11 weeks. And then at 10 weeks.
Oh, see, mine got me in right away. I had ultrasounds every month, all the time.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm old as fuck, but you had a second trimester infant loss. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is awful. And one early where the tests were positive.
I am old text packet.
Well, my condolences there. All right. So between August 5th and 18th or 8th, 2023, Laura didn't, or no, Clayton did not respond to several more emails and attempts at communication via phone and text message, which led Laura to submit the motion to communicate on August 8th, 2023, which is the next thing we're going to read. Clayton's refusal to participate in the good faith consultation is a violation as pursuant to ARS. But does that apply in family court? Because that's where they are. They're not in civil court.
She's confused.
Probably. I was like, I don't know if that's really a thing at this point.
She's just throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks.
She's like, I've learned big words.
She doesn't even know where she's at.
Right. It's so insane. She feels this entitled. She's like, I am a lawyer now. On August 18th, 2023, Laura emailed Clayton saying that she would file a motion for contempt and attach this in an email to him, Exhibit 3. Within this message said, quote, there is no order of protection or injunction against harassment between Laura and Clayton that would serve as a cause for the meeting to take place in a public setting, stating that he wanted cameras in case either party made a statement that would go on to be challenged at a later date. There was no mention of concern for safety when asked why. So she's trying to get him to meet up for lunch with her, basically, so she can call it a date, because to her, this is dating. And he's like, bitch, I'm only going if there's cameras, okay? And she's like,
okay, I was confused by that. I was trying to think, I was like, am I just having a moment? Because I don't understand what that means. So, okay.
Yes. She's like, there's no legal reason why we can't be in the same room. So that's what I want, is for us to be in the same room.
And he's like, no. Body cam. Everybody needs a body cam. I got it.
And she's like, he didn't say he felt unsafe. So why do we even need cameras? Like, oh, how gross.
Girl.
So she goes on to say, were Clayton to file one at this point, knowing that this document was to be filed as a way to avoid meeting up, Clayton would be falsely filing a restraining order with perjury charges that could lead to jail time and Laura's ability to file for dates.
She really just wants everybody in jail.
I love that.
Go
She's
directly
like, you
to jail.
can't file harassment right now. You can't do it. No, I think he can. He can, and I think he does.
Why? What? She wouldn't have stopped. Like, she would have done it if the shoe was on the other foot.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't have hesitated.
Exactly. Well, hi, Winks and Wilts. Hope you're doing well. Winks says she somehow thought being alone with him would get him to change his mind. He knew better and knew she was a lie or claim abuse or yes, exactly.
I want to be like in a room alone with her.
Not I. You. Hello, Henrietta says, I want all of the horse tea. And you know there is more than just the horse flipping lawsuit. I too. I need to know more about horse life. We might do a special episode.
Horse life.
Horse life. I don't know anything about horse life. Do I look like I have pony money? No.
That on a t-shirt. Do I look like I have pony money?
I don't. Maybe like a My Little Pony.
I was going to say My Little Pony money, but shoot.
Rarity is my Little Pony, by the way. In case anybody was wondering, who's my spirit pony? It's Rarity, which is a surprise to probably nobody.
Yeah, I think I'm just derpy.
You're just derpy. You're the derpy pony. Oh, I love it. So on August 21st, 2023, Greg filed a response to petition to establish paternity. That's one we just read, stating, I am concerned that she is stalking me. This was days after Laura informed Clayton that filing an order of protection or injunction against harassment as a way to avoid meeting up would be falsely filing a restraining order and purely retaliatory in nature, because she Googled it. I don't know if that's even right. She doesn't know either. She always quotes all this law shit, and then she's ridiculously wrong on the interpretation for like all of them always.
Right.
Because she doesn't know how that works.
But that's what she does.
That is exactly what she does. But she's like, if you do it, you're a bad guy.
Jeez.
Honestly, I think she just said that to intimidate him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if it's true. I don't think it would be.
I mean, it may not be true, but it's just literally what she does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, Clayton has not filed anything against Laura and has not expressed a concern for his safety before. Although Laura was concerned enough for hers to make a police report against Clayton on July 31st, 2023, which he was in possession. She was concerned enough to file a report, but no charges, though she listed them. We read that. And it was nothing. So the cops was like, you could just block him. And she was like, no, because I need to know.
I need to know what he's thinking. How do you do that? Like, how do you know what he's thinking? By not blocking him.
Exactly. So on August 21st, 2023, Greg filed a response to petition to establish paternity, stating under oath that it had been emailed as mailed via USPS first class mail to Laura's address. We got underlines. This means she's really fucking serious. Oh my goodness. Neither were done. And Laura did not have knowledge of the response until she saw it on ECR online on the afternoon of August 23rd. The audacity. He should go to jail.
To jail. Straight to jail.
Like, I didn't even know about it until I saw it online. Okay. Clayton was informed on August 22nd that Laura planned to file for default on August 23rd. Oh, because Clayton does talk in Love Trap. I'm going to some spoilers here, but I do recommend you still go listen to it, even though I'm just telling you. You hear it in its own words, because I'm just paraphrasing. But he did say that he wasn't planning on answering anything and just let it go until he found out that if you do that, then she wins. And he was like, oh, fuck, And then that's when he decided to file a response back, because he was just like, oh, okay. ChatGPT is not a lawyer.
Here, lots of lawyers are actually getting in trouble for that too.
Yes.
So even lawyers are using ChatGPT as a lawyer.
Oh boy. All right. So Clayton, oh yeah, I already read that. Sorry. Despite knowing this and that Laura's confirmation that he read the email via mail track, I'm sorry, not Greg, Clayton. I said Greg.
I know, we're still hung up on Greg.
I know. Well, Greg's still existing in this whole story.
Where does she find the time?
Where does she find the time? Because, she's filing all this in August, and it's not happening, their arbitrary hearing or whatever it is. It does end up getting pushed, but she doesn't know that yet. Or she does. But either way, like, you're supposed to be prepping for a hearing, but okay. I know she's ridiculous, isn't she, Henrietta? It's crazy. I always feel so good about myself after these shows. Let me tell you what. Okay. Therefore, without the knowledge of anything being submitted by Clayton, Laura filed for default on the morning of August 23rd. She was like, I never got the response, so I filed for default, and he didn't want me to know because he didn't do it right. And is she going to be like, it should just be given? I don't know. Clayton has committed fraud upon the court in his response to establish paternity filed on August 21st, 2023. Oh, I don't know. We're about to find out in Laura Land.
Laura Land.
An act of fraud upon the court harms the integrity of the judicial process and is a wrong against the institutions set up to protect and safeguard the public. Isn't one of her felony charges for fraud for this case doing just that?
I think so. I think there might be a few of them, actually.
I think so. Now, A, Clayton falsely claimed under oath that Party A, Laura, is making up this entire claim.
But that's not fraud.
Right? It's an opinion. Well, correct me.
No, it's not opinion. It's a straight up, like, if it were a lie, it's perjury, but it's not, and it's still not fraud. What she presented is fraud because it's a fake pregnancy test.
Oh yeah, that's true. Pregnancy has not been proven and no proof of children shown. Clayton had been given Laura's discharge papers from her visit to Banner Urgent Care on June 1st, 2023, and acknowledged that Laura had taken a pregnancy test that he had purchased in front of him. So Clayton knew she was pregnant. This is fraud upon the courts.
No, that's not fraud.
Oh, Bill.
Ma'am, we need to send her like a legal dictionary.
Like she would understand it. She doesn't understand anything.
Somebody give this girl a legal dictionary.
And her reality is not the same as ours. So Clayton falsely claimed that Laura was refusing a paternity test and unwilling to do a paternity test. Bold. We're in bold. Despite Laura offering to take one 21 times. Exhibit 5. Within this email, Laura included a zip file of those unanswered emails, which are voluminous and are not included here, but can be provided. So I got them if you want them, but I'm not going to give them to you right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Your Honor. Laura scheduled a prenatal paternity test at the lab of Clayton's choice, Ravgen, paid $725 as a deposit, and CC'd him on emails with the lab. Clayton was given several opportunities to confirm his paternity test appointment to the lab, but did not respond to them. So the test was canceled. How convenient.
So she's saying it was him.
Yes, it's his fault. It's his fault because she ignored all of his messages. So that's exactly what happened. Clearly, I know. I can't wait. Clearly, Clayton is the party who is unwilling to take up a prenatal paternity test, not Laura. Duh. Clayton's accusations are knowingly untrue, and presenting them under oath is fraud upon the court. Oh, the irony, girl. Oh, karma comes back for you. Now, Clayton falsely claimed that Laura would only take a paternity test if we were to date exclusively. Now, Laura had requested a 1 or 2 week trial relationship.
Oh.
Given that Clayton was going to be the father of her children.
You sign up for a 2-week trial, then you can cancel.
Right? I would be hitting unsubscribe so fast. No, it's been 15 minutes. I'm out. No, thank you.
Would you like the Laura Owens premium version? Premium subscription?
Skip the ads? How do I skip the ads? Please, thank you. However, Laura offered several times to take the prenatal paternity test with no stipulations at all, because that tracks. Exhibit 7, the one time, probably, which Clayton knew. Presenting to the court that the only conditions presented required the Clayton to be romantic in nature are purely false and therefore is fraud upon the court. Oh boy.
She is so confused.
She is. The respondent claimed, or wait, hold on, who's that? That's Clayton claimed that Laura would write defamatory comments to the press. Quote, if an allegedly defamatory statement is substantially true, it provides an absolute defense to an action for defamation. Laura has multiple text messages where Clayton is abusive in writing. Exhibit A. I want to see these because so far he has been chill AF. Way chiller than any of us.
It's the I hate you texts.
Mm-hmm. I hate you. I don't blame him. In addition, Laura has guaranteed Clayton that he is the father and even offered to pay him $100,000 if he was not, with proof of funds given to him.
For Pete's sake.
What? I thought she don't have no money. Okay. All right. I love this part. That's exciting.
Oh my God.
What? Despite this, he refuses to take a paternity test. Claims of defamation are purely false since the truth of Clayton's statements can be proven.
Bring it. I want to see the receipts. I want to see this.
I would do it like right at the courthouse. I'd be like, just get my, that's for a cheek swab, not the blowjob that Laura did. Sorry, I probably shouldn't make those gestures.
It just dawned on me. I knew what you did, but then I just replayed it in my head and was like, yeah, that did look bad.
Right? Those very real proof of funds. I bet. Who's the federal government lady? Is it Jennifer? Is that her name? I think it is. She's gonna love that. Sorry, there's so many people involved. I do mess up everybody's name.
This is crazy.
I think it's Jennifer.
This is crazy.
She is crazy. I know. I told you. It gets unhinged. Like right from the, you're like, can it get crazier? Yes. Oh, hi, On Top X. Hello. Hope you're doing well. We do get a little crazy on this show. So, okay. Where was I? I'm sorry. I scrolled down. I wasn't supposed to. All right. So, Clayton has been unavailable for any conversations with Laura, including a good faith consultation. Clayton has falsely claimed representation when none has existed. Girl, what? Okay. What's
I don't know anybody else who does that.
No. It's so funny because she's like accusing him of like all the things that Greg and his lawyers would say. And she's like, that's right? How I know it's true. I'm just going to use their words.
Copied it. She's like, oh, this is what they said to me. It works.
Right. Now, on August 4th, 2023, Clayton said, quote, I just walked out of a meeting with Reyes Mohammed with RM Warner Law. He will be representing me here shortly once I send over payment to him. Okay.
Would you retain him? Got it.
I know. Nice to see you 2 times in a row. Look at you. Oh, hey, Wendy. Look at that. Everybody stop in and say hi. You guys are the best. Does she read this crap back to herself?
It's so hard to not comment. I know. It's like I have things to say. It's why I can never just watch the stream. I have to be in it.
Right?
I'll just yell at my phone.
It's something. So Laura attempted to get in touch with RM Warner Law, but they did not respond regarding their representation of Clayton. Again, taking another book out of another page out of Woodnick's book. In Clayton's response to petition to establish paternity, he states that he is representing himself without a lawyer. I don't understand why she thinks this is wrong. He didn't make up like fake documents or anything.
I need
like
you to
somebody.
I need you to rewind and say that to yourself again. I don't understand why she thinks this is wrong.
All right. So Laura has attempted to have a good faith consultation with Clayton prior to submitting this motion, but did not get a response. Wherefore, Laura requests that Clayton be held in contempt of court for the failure to obey orders as pursuant to the ARS and sanctions for the respondent, for Clayton, for non-compliance with the good faith consultation requirement for the motion to communicate submitted August 8th, 2023. Oh, I guess I had those out of order. Oh, well, that's the next one we're reading, but it's fine.
Oh,
we'll just treat it as an exhibit.
Sanction him for that.
No, this is ridiculous. Why would you even? There's no orders by the court to be in contempt of. So I don't. Okay. That the court scheduled civil contempt proceedings as pursuant to ARS against Clayton for fraud upon the court based on the knowingly false informations and allegations submitted in his response to petition to establish paternity, and C, that the court order Clayton to take a paternity test at the request of Laura, and that the court order any and all additional relief as appropriate. Okay, thanks. All right, let's see what she has to say. So by signing below, I state to the court under penalty of law, which you definitely got, that the information stated on these pages is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief and all of that. Well, turns out not so much. Is that a thing? A motion to communicate? Well, so they do try. I don't know if it's like we learned in civil court in Arizona that there is like this good faith consultation. The judge even tells Woodnick and them, like, you guys should have tried to do this or whatever. Something happened. I don't remember. Does that apply in family court? I don't know if it does, but they always try to have you like mediate stuff outside of the court. All right. So we're not taking up time in the courts.
Yeah. Lawyers do not like, or judges do not like to be inefficient. Like they hate it. So talk to each other before you come to me. Right. So I can see that actually being a thing. And I don't think family court is much different than civil court. It is very similar. It is a civil, but
I think they recommend mediation. If that's the case, like you need somebody.
I think eventually, yeah, but they can require if one party's not speaking to the other, they can motion them to like respond. Like you have to respond. No different than I feel like in a criminal hearing where one side is not, responding to the other side.
Mm-hmm. But it's too soon in this case.
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't know what neither one of them is being represented by attorneys. So they're just kind of doing things.
Right. Okay. So this says exhibits in support of Laura proof of Clayton's demands for Laura to schedule tests at the prenatal paternity test at the lab of his choice, Ravgen. Proof that after Clayton's selection of testing facility, Laura asked Clayton about what date and time would work for him 21 times.
I guarantee you she's got a scoreboard.
Oh, yeah.
That she's writing that down.
Via email to prove to Clayton that the twins were hers. I think she means his, but okay.
I was about to say, well, yeah, that's usually how it works. You're the one that's supposedly pregnant.
Right. The messages are not attached here since that would go significantly over the page limit imposed by the court for evidence. However, they are available for review. Proof that the parties agreed, booked the test for August 23rd, a date that worked for both parties. The date she filed this? Interesting. Paid for it, and then Clayton did not respond to either the lab or Laura's several messages to confirm it was canceled. Why, though? Why would you cancel it? Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay.
I need more information on that.
So we've got her unhinged emails here. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I'll wait till we get to a longer one, and then I'll go get more coffee and go to the bathroom because I'm going to pee really bad, but it's fine. All right. So she sends this on Monday, August 14th at 11:02 a.m. So this is from Laura to Clayton, titled Final Offer, all caps, need to know
God.
ASAP. Okay. All right. You read it and have had time to consider it. You are refusing to take the paternity test now? I'm not playing games with you. If it's a no, please tell me. And then all of that is blacked out. So, okay. All the best. She redacts her face and everything, but not her podcast there. That's funny. Oh, now available. Read my story in the 30th anniversary edition of Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they picked up something and put something in a chicken soup story.
Right? What is this? Final offer. Need to know ACE. What's in the PDF? Does she show us? Let's hope so. I think so. Oh, no. This is just her proving that he got it and he opened it at 1:49 p.m.
I want to see the attachment.
I know. I do too, but I don't think she's going to. All right. Here's another one for Monday, August 21st at 7:06 a.m. This is from Ravgen to, I'm guessing, Laura and Clayton. Good morning. We have canceled canceling NIP test on August 23rd. Oh, they're replying to this. Okay. Good morning. We have canceled the test and refunded the $725 back to the card. It should take 3 to 4 days for the payment to post. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks, Brett.
That says it was done on August 21st, 2023. Wasn't the test scheduled for the 23rd?
Yes. Well, this is Monday, the 21st.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. She had scheduled it for the 23rd, which is
and
also
she's canceling it.
Yes.
Before?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why not wait until the test? I mean, like that he doesn't actually show up.
Well, because then she'd have to take the test for her ghost babies. Also, thank you, Lady in Gray, for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you very much for that. Congrats to everybody that just became members. We have lots of member-only content, so make sure you check that out over the week. Lots of silly things over there. All right, so then this is before that one. Okay, so this is from Laura. That was sent on Friday, August the 18th. Okay, and she sent this to Clayton. Hi. Unfortunately, Clayton Echard has refused to take the prenatal paternity test that I had scheduled at Exam 1 in Phoenix on Wednesday, August 23rd. Can you please cancel it and refund the $725 back to my card? Please let me know if you have any questions. Excuse me. Thank you for your help scheduling it. I'm very disappointed to have to cancel. All the best.
She's distraught.
So Clayton had offered to pay for it. And it is at the place, right? I think she then decided she was going to pay for it because one, it makes her look better. But two, would she be able to schedule a payment or schedule the appointment if he made the payment? Like, or would only he be able to cancel that appointment? I don't know. But very interesting. She could have waited till Monday, but instead she chose to cancel it over the weekend. Okay.
Well, see, I guess that was my whole question. I don't know. None of what she does makes sense. And I'm like, I don't even think yeah.
No, it doesn't. All right. So this email, Exhibit 3, is from Thursday, August 17th. All right. Titled No Stipulations. So from Laura to Clayton. Clayton, I genuinely thought you would have blocked me based on what I wrote about how I feel disrespected, but I guess that's a no. As you can see, I am offering to do the test with no stipulations if you had done that. Now it's not an option. I have tried everything at this point and give up on trying to get you to take accountability and deal with this issue privately. I think you want it to be public, which I don't want. Okay. Anyway, that's how it will have to go because you can't ignore the fact that you will be a dad in February.
Okay.
All the best.
So my question is, she's saying that he's refusing to take the paternity test, but we're only seeing one side of a conversation. So are these actual emails to him? Is he really saying he's not going to take it? And why is he saying that?
So these are real emails. She emails at both the accounts he has. He is not responding to her because he refused to talk to her. And so that's what I've gathered from what we've read so far is that this is how, because he's like, I'm only going to talk to you about the paternity stuff, right? But she was probably pulling all this relationship bullshit, like, oh, we could be in love, blah, blah, blah. And then he just hasn't chosen to respond to her about anything because they booked the appointment. They have nothing to talk about, really. And so that's when she gets mad because she wanted him to
he's
talk
just not answering these. So he doesn't even know that he's supposed to take a test?
No, I think he does. He does know.
I guess that's my question is why wouldn't he just be like, okay, I'll go take it? Because like that's what he wants anyway.
Well, he probably initially said that, and she's probably just been harassing him nonstop about it, knowing her. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
I guess that's where I'm confused. They both want this, apparently, by the written text. I mean, I don't know. That's why I asked, is this actually delivered to him? Is she just making this up to look good in front of the court? I don't know. But if they both want this, where's the problem?
Well, Laura only wants it if he's going to talk to her and date her. So, I don't know.
I guess, yeah. It's like, are we just both being difficult because we're being difficult?
No, he had told her, listen, I don't want to talk to you about shit. We schedule it. There's nothing to talk. I don't want to have a relationship with you.
No, and I understand that. I guess what I'm confused is he wanted the paternity test to begin with.
Right.
She obviously made one. And I'm not defending her. I'm just confused on where the problem is. They both apparently want this. Why is it?
Oh, no, he was going to go. He was going to go. And she just decided to cancel it because he wasn't talking to her anymore.
Okay, so she just assumed he wasn't going to show up.
Yes, because he didn't reply back to her.
Okay.
Because he didn't have anything to say.
With only one side of a conversation or whatever, it looks like he's saying, I'm not going to take it.
Right.
And that's where my confusion is.
Gotcha.
And
that's
the problem. I only have one side of a conversation. I don't know if there's a response saying I'm not doing this or what. So
yeah, no, and this is filed by Laura, so of course it only has one side to things.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was saying. I was having trouble. It's like it sounds like they both want the same thing. So where's the problem?
Well, with Laura, there's always a problem. All right. So that was above attachment. It was a screen recording and petitioner's text message to Laura's text message to Clayton asking to take the paternity test. And she kind of did this stuff with Greg too. Like he would say he'd want a thing and she would be like, oh yeah. And then she'd be like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then she would claim that she wanted it and Greg wasn't.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah,
tactic.
I know she does that. She likes to spin it. And I get that. I guess I was just be like, yeah, cool. Let her believe it was her idea. I wanted this anyway.
That's true. But well, he could have, who knows with her.
I mean, and that's just it. We only see one side of a conversation and it's her side. I get that. But like, it just sounds like if she wanted it, then let's let it do it.
Right. So Friday, August 4th. All right. This is Laura to Clayton. Clayton, you can have your attorney talk to me rather than Davis because I'm not sure what type of lawyer to retain since you hired an entertainment defamation attorney rather than a family lawyer. Okay. Similarly, you can respond to me and not Davis. Anyway, he relayed your message, and here is my response. Quote, she continues to claim that I'm denying a paternity test, but I haven't once. You're right. You haven't once. You have 21 times.
Well, we haven't seen that because you won't submit the text. I want to see the text. Oh, we've got attached. Okay, let's see it.
Right. Now, if that's what you've told your lawyer, it's an out and out lie. I continue to say that I will gladly do a paternity test under the conditions I am comfortable with. Nothing has changed. Let me know if you're amenable to that. If so, let's schedule to get it done ASAP.
Okay, I need to see where he denied it 21 times.
Right. So maybe. Oh, here's unanswered emails to paternity test. I'm going to go with that's the denying it, but okay.
But it's in a zip drive.
By not replying back to her is denying.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking, knowing her.
Seriously?
We'll see. All right, Sunday, August 13th, booking paternity test for the soonest date. From Laura to Ravjin and Clayton. Hi. I would like to book prenatal paternity testing for the soonest possible date for the twins I conceived with Clayton Echard on May 20th. That's a weird thing to say in your booking email, but okay.
I conceived them myself.
We would like to book in the Scottsdale, Phoenix area. And when I have called before, you guys said there were 2 facilities you used. Which one would you recommend? Thanks so much. All the best. Laura. Tonsil twins, it's so nice to see you here. I usually see you in the comments. By the way, I thought your name was great, but I hadn't correlated it to the Laura Owens story. And then I did. And I was like, oh, that person's amazing. So great tag name there. I love that. Danny says, think about it this way. If Clayton did go for a paternity test, she could have faked results, gone to the press with admittance to sleeping with her, and she would have had more fuel to harass him.
I mean, perhaps. Yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, yeah, depending on who they send the results to, and then they could each claim the other one changed the test, or
it's crazy. All right, so this is from Saturday, June 24th. Okay, so they're talking about this fucking paternity test for 6 weeks or something like that. So
yeah,
okay,
the kids are born yet.
Right. Tonsil twins. Did you all see the thumbnail that Buffy made for this of us in the ultrasound? It's the best. Amos had made it as a funny of us being in the ultrasound. And
I was like, yes, bet that's going on the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm. All right. So on June 24th, paternity test from Clayton. Oh, this is Clayton to Laura. I will pay for 100% of it. You have my word. Let this message serve as proof. You schedule it and let me know where you scheduled and I'll pay. Oh, so now she's trying to make him look like a liar, saying he would pay, but then she ended up paying. Okay.
Well,
That's
I
what
mean, he could have just. No, that's not going to go the way you think it's going to go.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Wednesday, June 28th, from Clayton to Laura, a bunch of redacted stuff. But says, I will contact you blank with information of a local clinic that will provide a paternity test. I will ask you to schedule a time and date. You will go in and submit your DNA, and then I will come in after and submit mine. That is how we will be proceeding. Okay. Okay. July 25th, Clayton saying, yes, schedule the RavGen ASAP. I mean, YouTube won't let you change it for another week. Oh, yeah, that's true. If you change your name too many times, you have to have it for like, what, 8 weeks or something, 6 weeks, something like that. I love that. Oh, yay. Oh, good job, Laura. Hold on, let me rotate this. Let me see if that, there we go. All right, so this is to Clayton. She says, I wanted you to come over to confirm what I was doubting. Oh, this is from Clayton, though. I wanted you to come over to confirm what I was doubting and did confirm that. So I don't see you as a liar anymore. So see, Clayton says she's not a liar, so she can't be a liar, right? Right? That's how that works. All right, hold on. I got to flip things back. Boop, boop. There we go. All right. So this is just her having a positive HCG test, which means nothing, as we've learned. Nothing at all. But she's like, look, everybody, this is all the proof you need about everything. Because, you know, that's what doctors do. They're like, you know what? We don't need to do ultrasounds or blood tests. You just beat on a stick. Everything's fine. All right. She had to pay $50 to take that pregnancy test? Well, she didn't have to. Oh, yes, she did. That's crazy.
What happened to the $10 one? She
I
gave
know.
out something. She'd go out of network.
Probably. Okay. Ugh, geez. Laura, learn how to freaking scan things correctly, okay? Make them smaller. I don't know. Do better. All right. So this says to Clayton, I'm sorry this made it harder. I wanted you to come over to confirm what I was. Oh, this is from Clayton. What I was doubting and did confirm that. Oh, it's the same fucking thing. So I don't see you as a liar anymore. But that doesn't change how I feel about whatever. Okay. Well, such a disappointment, Laura. Okay. So August 17th, to be filed tomorrow. Clayton, if you don't agree to meet up privately, then tomorrow I will be filing the motion to contempt and the second good faith consultation certificate, showing you yet again refuse to participate in the conference needed for this motion. If you agree to meet me privately, then I will be filing the notice of withdrawal of motion to communicate. Please let me know what you want to do. Or if I don't hear back, I will be filing the first two I mentioned. All the best. Ew. So basically, yeah, either meet with me or I'm going to make your life a living hell.
Ew.
I don't know. I don't know when she says it was. It's very confusing. Maybe we'll see.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen her on the stand yet, so I don't know. But I will definitely be listening for it.
Right. Well, we should. I don't know. Are we going to hear from her from the one we're going to watch on Friday? Maybe. And it would do Clayton. I think her too, but we'll see. Let's see here. Below is the portion of motion for contempt sent by Laura to Greg. Okay. Oh, so she just sent him she sent him a screen part of her thing where she harassment. And this is how you're going to be in trouble for harassment. See, you can't order a restraint. You can't do a restraining order. I wonder if he mentioned he was going to do a restraining order for harassing. And she's like, nope, it's against the law. See, I already wrote about it. I'm going to tell the judge you can't do that. You'd be cheating. Just kidding. She didn't put that part. All right. Where's the good stuff, Laura? Come on. Right?
This is
here.
sick.
This is very disturbing. This is a message to Clayton. She sent, Clayton, if you unblocked me like I asked you to, then I will take the test next Wednesday with no stipulations. Okay. Oh, so she is saying, if you unblock me, we'll do it. So she basically canceled the appointment because you wouldn't unblock her. You wouldn't meet her list of demands.
So she just told on herself?
Basically. Maybe just talk to me. Ugh. Oh, these are the same ones that she sent to the police of texts from Clayton. I legitimately hate you right now. I hate her right now too. And didn't even get her pregnant with ghost babies, but I hate her. All right. So then Monday, September 11th. Ooh, gosh. Wait, how is that in here when it said this was filed on 8/23? I'm very confused. But anyway, this is Bernie Zelio from New York Post sending it to Laura. Remember, she sent that. I have a story for you. And all they say is, okay, thank you. Regarding your request, our legal team has no control over what is public record. Okay. And then another one from Bernie to Laura. I've been in the information gathering phase. I have a million other stories and things on my plate at the moment. If you are not okay with me publishing information you have provided to me, I understand. However, if the information is public record, that is a different story. So he's like, listen.
Like the response to the I want to be kept anonymous?
Yes, okay. That's exactly what he's saying. He was like, I got a lot of stuff going on, but actually what you sent me is public record. So it doesn't really matter what you have to say. Just saying. And that's true. Because remember, Laura does not understand the concept. Well, I don't even know it's remember because we haven't gotten to the public finding out who she is yet. But she is under the impression that people should not have access to public records in court or be allowed to go to hearings or anything. She thinks this is all private for some really dumb reason. And it's not. So we'll see her lose her shit once people find out who she is and what she's doing. And she's like, no, we need to seal everything. There's just so much personal information. She tried to do that with Greg too, didn't she?
Yeah, I remembered that part. Yeah.
Minnie says, isn't insisting he unblock her a condition for the test? Yeah, basically. Greg hacked it.
It's all Greg's fault.
It's all Greg. Damn it, Greg.
Blame Greg.
How was she supposed to know it was supposed to go in her vagina, Greg? I hate her so much too. She is dangerous. People don't see this as dangerous, and it is. It is. It's not just like a simple paternity. Like, she is about ruining people's lives, reputations, all because she wants to have relationships with them. It's so weird. But basically, anyway, this author is just like, journalist is like, I don't really need your permission when it's public information, babe, but okay. And she's probably messaged him like a billion times because he was like, I got like a million things going on.
Guys, like, send a spam folder.
Right. Bernie says, this is later that day, Bernie to Laura, I don't know yet. Your name being part of the public record might change things. Love that she doesn't include hers.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's always one-sided conversation.
Right. This is just her positive HCG, which again means literally nothing. This is her letter to the police that we've already read at the beginning of this episode. Cool. I love that she plugs her name. Okay. Or were these already redacted or I bet the Justice of Laura Owens people blocked out her stuff. That's where we got these documents from. I bet they did it, which I understand why they do. They didn't need to, I don't think, but for, Laura purposes, I don't blame them. Since she's like, I'm going to sue anybody that says my name ever. Do it. All right. So, and these were the emails she submitted to the police that we already read, which were just as confusing as the ones we read. where Clayton is just like asking for an ultrasound. He just wants to talk to a doctor or a medical, person about this. Oh, okay. Here's a new one though. Where things stand. This took place in Thursday. Oh, wait, no, this is the one you read, wasn't it? Would change because of, that's the one that you read. No wonder. Man Deep. Yeah. Never mind. Read that one. Okay. Read that one. And that one. So, he spends all these
the same.
All these months asking when can I get this ultrasound? When can we get the paternity? And he's not being unreasonable about the whole thing, but boy, is she trying. And she wants to hold him in contempt of court for fraud.
I'm still waiting to see the 21 times he refused to get one. Like, that's what I'm waiting on.
Right?
You made a claim. Now back it up.
What's this? Oh, no, we read that one too. Okay. Oh, and that's all she submitted for that. So good job. Knocked it out of the park like she always does.
Where's the 21? I want the
21 times. It was in bold. It was underlined.
And it was repeated several times throughout that document. Where's the 21?
Right.
I need to see it.
Way to go. All right. So lastly, we have this. Oh, wait. Did I have a note on that one? I feel like it did. Oh, by the way, that motion for contempt was denied by the judge, just in case.
Can't imagine why.
Comes a few weeks later, and they're just like denied on grounds that there was literally nothing that you could be held in contempt for. They're like, what are you talking about, lady? It's basically the judge's response.
Color me shocked.
Right. And so then Laura earns a certificate on August 27th for attending a 4-hour-long co-parenting and divorce class. She went to the class and got a certificate, which is wild. Oh, but in case you're wondering, it's online. It was an online class. She didn't even have to go in person.
Oh, hell's bells. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay. And so, yes, we have the petition to communicate, which is hilarious. All right. Let me make this bigger real quick. All right. So this is, like I said, filed August 29th. Expedited consideration requested, ! She's serious. This is important, Your Honor. Motion to communicate. Comes now, Laura representing herself, alleging as follows. 1. On August 7th, Laura filed a motion to communicate, asking the court to order Clayton to communicate regarding her pregnancy. Now, prior to the filing, Laura had made dozens of attempts to discuss these urgent issues with Clayton without involving the court. But 2, since filing the motion to communicate, Laura has made almost daily efforts to contact Clayton, who has also refused to participate in the good faith consultations required by Arizona law. Psycho is correct, babes.
Daily. It sounds like she was trying to communicate hourly.
Yeah, right? About 100 times a day. Similarly, Clayton refused to participate prior to Laura's filing of the motion of contempt filed on August 23rd. He's not talking to me, Your Honor. I don't like it. Laura has offered to schedule a paternity test through the lab of Clayton's choice, Ravgen, more than 30 times, which is evidence in email correspondence.
Okay, I want to see them. I want them numbered and highlighted because I have yet to see that.
Well, you know what's so funny with that being like your argument? That was literally verbatim Clayton and Greg's argument as well. Like, you keep saying this, but you're not actually showing any evidence of anything. And she never does. She never does. I don't know if she will this time, but I'm going to go with she doesn't. Now, Laura even paid a deposit and scheduled a test with them.
That's why she paid the deposit, so she could hold it over his head the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely. Why? Yes. She scheduled it for August 23rd, which was a date that Clayton claimed worked for him, but he did not get back to RevGen about scheduling a time, so the test was canceled. But she canceled the test.
3 days before the test actually was supposed to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Winks and Wits. It's so urgent, even though if she had really been pregnant, she's so far away from babies coming and these issues being important, yet she couldn't go to a real doctor. Exactly. Like, it doesn't even make any sense from her point. I don't even understand. Let's see. So Laura suffers from generalized, this is in bold, guys. She's very serious. This means whatever it is egregious. Laura suffers from generalized epilepsy, which causes grand mal seizures and which has caused this pregnancy to be labeled high risk. Oh, really, Laura? Turns out you don't know what that means.
Do you have a high risk doctor?
Yeah. As evidenced by the fact that patient was referred to a high risk specialist from the start. Oh.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Name.
Give me your name. Another high risk pregnancy here. Like, they don't just say, oh, high risk. Like, it's a very serious thing. There's a bonus episode on Love Trap. Ooh, thank you. I like green. Let's see. Petitioner or Laura has requested expedited consideration by the Honorable Judge Mata because there are urgent issues that Laura needs to discuss with Clayton regarding her pregnancy with his twins that impact the health and well-being of both Laura as well as her unborn twins with Clayton. But she doesn't outwardly say what these high risk are, which is interesting. This is Laura's version of love bombing.
Is it?
Right. There is no order of protection between the parties that would prevent them from meeting up in person to discuss this, or for that matter, that would have prevented good faith consultations from taking place in the past. Wherefore, Laura requests that the court order Clayton to communicate immediately with her regarding the urgent issues with their twin pregnancies. That for some reason, though, she won't let him have anything to do with or go to the doctors about, but okay. And 2, that Clayton be ordered to pay any and all court cost fees and the like in connection with bringing this litigation to the court's attention, and that this honorable court order any and all additional relief as it is deemed just and proper in the circumstances. So, okay. She's like, please make him talk to me.
Oh my God.
She's fucking nuts, this lady. All right, so that's all of our documents to read today. Let's discuss because, you guys, tonsil twins. I mean, there she goes saying, oh, I'm a high risk pregnancy. That means you should have been to the doctors, like probably a few times already, babes. Okay.
You should have a doctor already. You should have. Wow. Well, how far is she into it? What was that? July?
What did you say?
When did she get pregnant? With
May.
May. Okay.
So by August,
she's definitely.
She's claiming she's like 4 months pregnant with twins. Yeah. Like, you're into your second trimester. Shit is happening. And if you're high risk, it's very much happening, let alone with twins on top of that. So. But she has nothing. All she keeps showing is just her HCG test, which means zippy zap. It doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. Yes, this woman is nuts. Yes, I did I did listen to the first 4 episodes of Love Trap last week, and they were good. So I recommend everyone else too. Just let you know, though, at a certain point, there might be spoilers.
I know,
and where this is going. But even then, I mean, just like with the other ones, there's still so much in between. Like, she's doing a great job, I think, of covering all the tips of the iceberg, right? Because you don't have
Yeah.
that much time in a podcast,
Well,
and that's more than understandable. But it is
that's why I said
the
it's a great overview if you're
Mhm.
just kind of dipping your toe into it and you don't know much. But like I said, it's missing that that part where it's like actually reading these
yeah,
emails and text messages. You lose a lot of the real crazy part.
real tea and crazy, which is not their fault over there on Love Trap. That's
Right.
just how
No,
that's
no,
the
no.
name,
It's law. Yeah, it's a
you know.
lot.
Yeah. But don't worry, you will still, even if you get ahead, there will still be stuff that will shock you the
Mm.
entire way. Thank you, Tonsil Twins, for the super sticker.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Really appreciate that. You're so kind. Thank you for
Aw.
the support. And glad you're enjoying us. We enjoy all of you in chat and in the comments.
Yes. Y'all make it fun. Y'all make it so fun.
It does. I mean, we were just talking to one of our friends on Sunday who hadn't,
Mhm.
Buffy and I were, who hadn't been around for a while. And we were telling her like what we had been up to. And we're like, we can't even do a short version. There's just, there's just no way. It's too crazy.
Yeah, guys, we're actually friends outside of this.
That's true.
We talk daily.
That's true.
No, yeah, we were telling, yeah. So we trust me, we're very censored here. Our conversations get a little loud.
I think that for me today, the most, and I cannot wait till we get to read more emails, because the one email that we even see from Laura, basically this entire, everything we've read today came from Clayton. And that was her saying she's going to go to the press about this, which was absolutely disgusting to read and do. And every time we have a show, I just hate this woman more and more. And listen, I get it. You probably want, if you were pregnant, sure,
Mhm.
you want the dad around, but why would you ruin his life? It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's a temper tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
It's a temperature. Somebody yelled Jessica. If you're not on TikTok, you probably don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's toddlers are throwing tantrums, and if you just randomly yell Jessica, they stop and they look around. And I was just thinking when you, I was like, just somebody yell Jessica, maybe she'll stop. But yeah, she's ridiculous.
Yeah, even though we are very ridiculously hard to listen to, we've been told. I don't care. No, I'm Dan Montana.
If we're that hard to listen to, then we're not your people.
Right, that's true. There is no short version of the craziness. There's not. Like, even when you do, you're just like, oh my gosh, it gets so worse. Because even just this is our first day covering Clayton's and hers debacle, and even that, it's like, okay, there's so much more to it. She's not just claiming she's pregnant by some celebrity. She then is threatening to like go to the press and hold him in contempt, and she just wants to talk to him and have conversations, you guys.
I mean, I know that's why she is like being like that, because she just really just wants to communicate like a kid. Like, I'm really just trying to get your attention. I'm doing all the things.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my God.
It's exhausting. Oh, thank you, Katie. We appreciate you being here as well. Well, and I mean, listen, already props to Clayton, because when we were reading Greg says some not so great things in his text, but it had been going on for months. And honestly, I probably would have said similar things, or a lot worse than even Greg said. Greg was getting annoyed and pissed off. I would be too. But again, I would have sent way worse text to her if I was him. Clayton, he's arguing with her about 3 months to get a paternity test done. And he's still being very nice about it, which is saying a lot.
But I also think he kind of knows that he already has like the whole bachelor thing behind him. I assume he's already treading very lightly, because he does know where this can go, right? Like, it has to be in the back of your mind.
Absolutely, because he knows it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
And I do think
I feel like you have to.
But even then, I still, commend him for that, because I would have lost my shit and been like, you know what? People already fucking hate me anyway. This bitch is making my life crazy. I'm going to lose my mind. And he was composed very well. But no, he definitely was thinking about that.
I mean, I'm sure he got to the point, it sounds like it from the podcast, that he got to the point where eventually he didn't care. Like, fuck
Yeah.
do this. They already hate me. You know, I've already been down this road. I already know what this is like. Let's just do it. And I feel like he got to that point, but before you get pushed that point, you know, he had to have been thinking in his head, like, oh God, please don't. Like, if people find out about this, oh, it's just going to be a lot of, because especially when he was thinking it was real at first, you know, because there was a point where he did think it was real until he started really thinking, like, how, you know?
Oh, she has learned so much. You can see, like, watching her evolution in these cases
From all of it, yeah.
From all of it, you see her evolving her tactic, and it's very disturbing. And it's also because she was allowed to fucking get away with the shit all the time. Nobody actually really, I mean, Greg has been trying to stand up to her, yes, but I mean, like, there hasn't been any consequences, any legal consequences for any of her accusations.
Right.
Like, nothing. Even when she's been called out on bullshit, no decisions made by judges, nothing. So she feels untouchable. She is right. She feels I can con people because the courts obviously haven't put me in trouble. So, I mean, it's fine, right? And you can see it here with Clayton, how just brazen she's getting to. Now, she's not saying she's tried to abort these twins, unlike everybody else, which is interesting. That is very, very interesting.
She didn't go that route.
Because she was like, well, just date for 2 weeks. And then I think that's when she was going to have oh, I lost the baby. So they could then trauma bond together. And she was like, then you'll stay with me forever because you'll feel bad that I lost your babies. Bet that was probably her plan.
Oh, I don't, yeah, I guess that's what I was wondering was what, like, maybe that was the plan, but what if he said no? Like, she didn't seriously think he was going to say yes.
I mean, I don't know why she would think that, but she thinks crazy shit.
I mean, it hasn't worked so far.
Exactly. I think the only person it might have worked, and the reason I think that could have been what she would have done with Clayton had they actually started, you know, dating or whatever, is because that's kind of what happened with Michael. Because, you know, she said, oh, you know, they decided to get rid of the baby, and then, you know, she was so depressed. She used that for Michael to stay around longer. He didn't recognize it at the time, but he did later. And I think she was like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to try that with Clayton and also hold over his head that I can manipulate everything because I'll go to the press because of who he is. Oof. Ugh. I hate her so much.
It's so gross.
Danny says it's narcissistic rejection on steroids. It is.
I mean,
I have never seen something so crazy and just keep getting crazier and crazier. And the double downing and the projection onto everybody around her. It's crazy. Greg is a legend. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's a good thing Greg stepped up, but you know, she's still in this legal lawsuit with Greg at the same time that this is happening with Clayton, which I don't understand why you would do that. But okay. Yes, don't forget, Greg is a hacker. He hacked her email multiple times. As a matter of fact, these were probably sent from Greg. By the way, friends, that's not true. Greg did not hack her stuff. But she'd love it if he did. So
that's so funny.
She has learned from each victim. And this is why, even if she goes to prison, I'm going to be honest, even if she doesn't have gone to prison, because if anybody here is listening, she is facing 14 felony charges based on her case with Clayton and her case with Greg that include perjury, fraud, identity theft, 14 felony charges she's facing now for all this bullshit. So if you think any of it is true, it's not at all. There's very good proof that it wasn't. But I think that she would still continue after she would get out. Like, I don't even know how you stop somebody like this, to be quite honest with you. She's just going to do it in a different way. I mean, if she knew how to actually talk to men, how to get in a relationship with a man, she wouldn't be here doing all this crazy shit. You know?
I don't know. I was trying to think. You said that, and I was like, I'm trying to think of how you would do that, but I don't think there is a way.
No. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with her. I mean, diagnosis wise, nor would I necessarily speculate about that.
Oh, I
But
will
don't know
speculate
where-
all day long.
I don't even know where she is on anything. I think she just has all of the things.
Roll the whole DSM-5 at her.
Right? My only crime was getting pregnant by the Bachelor.
Oh, ma'am. Okay.
I can't wait till we get there. I can't wait to get there.
They're
Yes,
acting
Katie.
like I killed somebody.
Like when he was like, I don't want anything to do with you. If you do end up going through with the kid, like he said he'd have stuff to do with the children, but not with her. And that's just fine.
Ew.
But she can't have that. No.
I just can't think of. Can you imagine actually having kids with her? What nightmare situation that would actually become?
Oh my God, it would be awful. Clayton had. Oh, damn! Montana says Clayton had no idea that the hearing was live streamed. Dave told him that he saw it. That's when
Oh, I heard
Laura's
that
attorney
on the Love Trap episode.
handed him a flash drive, and the hearing was continued to the next day. He lawyered up. Oh, is that the ones we're about to watch? Because we're going to be watching 2 hearings back to back very soon. Like
Yeah, I
Friday.
think it was was it the protective order live stream that the one he didn't know was live stream or something? It's one of those. I can't remember which one, but he did not know it was live stream.
Oh.
And
Because yeah, we got unlike the other cases, we do have hearings to watch together. Like everything happens very quickly. Police calls, which are my favorite. So I'm so excited about where we are in this story. Oh, thank you, On Top X, for the super sticker. You guys are so generous and kind today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, for all your support. It really means a lot. We're just, here to have fun, but it definitely helps keep our channel going. That's for darn sure. And who knows, we might need it for a lawsuit at some point.
Shush.
I got free time. And I do know what legal words mean, unlike somebody. Laura. That's true. I forgot with her steel uterus, it takes 6 abortion pills to get the job done, apparently, which is not the case. If you don't know how that works, by the way, go watch Thursday's episode where we read the manual.
Where we all learned together. How are we still monetized on that? I was like, for sure. Well, I thought for sure we were going to get a strike or something. We were like literally teaching you how to do it.
It was an educational pamphlet.
Maybe so, but it's the A word. And this is like
anal?
Not.
No, it's not that anal.
No, wrong A word.
She didn't know they were supposed to go in her vagina, Poppy. God. Katie says, I seriously hope there's no plea deal and she gets prison time. She's falsely accused multiple men of rape and she needs to pay hard. Yeah, I mean, she is, as Kelly says, the most diabolical person I think I've run across. And that's what makes me hate her more and more. I wouldn't say there's ever been somebody that I've literally hated as much as her. Like, she disgusts me as a human being.
That's like the only word I could use to describe her.
Yeah, like I don't know how somebody does that. How do you accuse people of these very real things that happen to so many people every day? I don't understand. Thank God I don't understand her way of thinking, but
right.
I really do hope she gets punished because she has tried to ruin. I mean, she accused him and his lawyer and her lawyer of colluding to have this happen to her. Nuts.
Yeah.
And normally we cover a lot of murder cases on this channel because that's usually what people think of true crime. To me, this is just as equal to ruining somebody when you're ruining somebody's reputation with these kind of accusations, because we live in a world now with social media where the accusation is enough for people.
Oh, 100%.
Like, that's it.
I was talking to my mom about that the other day. It's like all you have to do is put it out there. Everybody's already decided you're guilty.
Yeah. And I don't see how you're literally murdering their reputation and anything that they could be. But in case you're wondering how bad of a person Laura is, and how people instantly saw through her. She doesn't have a support side, which is saying a lot on the internet, right? Because if there's one thing the internet loves, it is taking sides, right?
Mm.
There's always people on both sides, and they'll just sit and fucking fight with each other every day.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the internet.
Oh, yeah.
But not for Laura's case. And that's when you know.
I'm
That's
sure
when
her
you know.
mom is a cheerleader.
Oh, that's true, probably. And the bots that they probably hired for themselves. I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, she is involving into something. And think of what she's going to learn in prison if she goes to prison.
I
But she's
think
going
a
to learn.
psych ward would be more appropriate.
Yeah, she needs something. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, I don't see her taking a plea deal. Here's what I think. I think if she agrees, I'm going to just say this on the record now, that because our podcast is the record, but I do think that if she agrees to take the plea deal, she's going to go back on it when it comes close to sentencing. Like, nope, I changed my mind, and I'm going to get a new lawyer to postpone, because that's what she always does every single time. And yes, correct yourself. The fucking Bachelor. Jeez, Tonsil, get it together. So I'm so excited that we have gotten into this. Oh, they better keep the correctional officers away from. Can you bring out the whole staff? I wouldn't put it past her.
Well,
So
I think I said that last week. I was like, oh, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who knows what's going on with her. Well, friends, that is what we've got for you today. Hold on, let me go over to my notes real quick. We got what we are going to be covering on Thursday, maybe the hearing, if it's streamed, because it'll be about the time we go on. We might start a little bit early, if so, because we'll know early in the morning if Law and Crime is going to stream it. They'll have a little thumbnail up and everything. So we might have to come on at like 10:30 that day if that's the case. Otherwise, we are going to be going more into Clayton Echard. Now remember, Echard and Gillespie happening same time. All right, so we'll go into Echard's stuff, including Laura's blog post, which I can't wait for us to read, Buffy. Including her infamous first one. I am the anonymous woman in the Clayton Echard scandal. Here's my story. What hearing at
wait, is that next week? Wait, when are we doing the anonymous post?
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens that quickly.
Wait. Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things go fast. But the hearing is a complex management pretrial hearing. I don't know if it's anything.
Sorry, I'm coming up with like, what am I going to name the stream? And I think that's
I know.
what I'm going to name it.
Don't worry. You'll have plenty, okay? Because she posts that she's the anonymous woman, right? The internet figures it out in like 2 seconds because it's not hard. That's how the internet works.
We know.
Laura doesn't know how it works, apparently. Her blog is hilarious. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait for us. And then that's when she starts calling the cops.
That's all the fun stuff that's left out of the podcast.
Yes. So go listen to Love Trap, but come back on here because there are going to be lots of stuff. Because she's going to call the cops on Greg violating protection orders on Clayton on the internet.
What?
She calls the cops about the internet. And you get to hear it with your own ears.
Oh my God.
No, Lainey, it shouldn't have. We don't do that here. You can mention. We have no problem with people mentioning other channels. We support everybody. It could just be a YouTube glitch. YouTube made like 10 streams of this stream when Buffy went to schedule it the other day. So
yeah. So like I pressed like post and it was like do and I was like, I don't know what's happening. I think it stuttered. Did they? I don't know.
Megan Fox is having a live with Dave Neal with Elo in a few minutes if you want to dump us all there. Oh, I don't remember. Do you remember how to do that, Buff?
You have
to redirect people? Mm-hmm. Okay, why don't you do that while I'm talking about the next one? Because I'll watch that. I didn't know that. Thank you, Dan Montana. I want to hear what Megan and Dave have to say. Always. Thank you. So we'll be doing audio from her calling the cops, which is great. And then Greg comes up again somewhere. And then Friday, we're going to be watching Echard versus Owens, the injunction against harassment hearing. It's like 2 hours. So that's why I've been really excited to get to the Echard case. Though the reason we did Michael and Greg is because they too are victims of her and they deserve justice. But also it shows her evolution and what her conning men to be in a relationship with her. I mean, I feel like while Echard's face value, you're like, oh, this is batshit crazy. The diabolicalness of it is even more like her intentions, right? She can't argue with him because it's like, girl, you've been doing this for how long now? You know? So you'll definitely want to come back Thursday. Dump us. Half-ass fashion. Hi there. Oh, you said the Hawaii Cliff trial is on. Justice process at 3 p.m. It's closing arguments. Is that the Hawaii? Is that the doctor one? I haven't been caught up on trials lately. I know they're happening, so I just see little tidbits here. But is that the doctor? I think so. So as I said, I'm so excited to start this all. If you haven't, please go listen to Love Trapped, the podcast. I thought she's doing a great job, Stephanie, over there. And you get to hear Clayton in his own words talk about it, which is always the best. And then you can come back over here and listen to the stuff that you may not have heard on there because of time. You can find our Laura Owens playlist. If you want to learn more about Michael, we read everything. Greg, we've read everything up to this point in 2023. There's also the Uber lawsuit that she had and the loan construction lawsuit that her and her mom had. There's always something. So definitely go watch that or listen to that or watch whatever you do. Oh, it is the doctor. Okay. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty wild. Doctors killing it are crazy. Isn't it weird when you hear that? You're like, what? It happens a lot. Laura loves court, and I love court, but not like this. I don't know where she finds the energy, the time, or the money. It's crazy because this shit is not, even if you're representing yourself, like what? But don't worry, because Clayton does get some attorneys very soon. Somebody comes back, and if you know who it is, and I'm excited for it.
What is the channel's name?
I think it's in A Fox, isn't it? It's A the middle. Which channel is that on? Is it on Dave's or Megan's? And they have to have a live up for us to send you to it. Whoever, I forget who sent it to us already because I was already reading too many.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, did you find it? And then, well, everyone that's part of the replay crew watching us later, we know there are lots of you, and we really appreciate you guys on the replay crew as well. We enjoy reading your comments after. We know you're not in the live chat, you're watching later, but your comments are just as important and fun as well. So definitely leave those. And share us with your friends. I know we're not for everybody because we do love our cursey words and we are judgy because she deserves it. But let everybody know about us. The live is up. You're in there on a Oh, Megan Fox writer, they say, Buff. Thank you. We haven't done this in a while because we kind of forget about things. It should be live now. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, I love that. That's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I'll be in the chat as well.
The one I see says, we have thoughts catching up with Dave Neal.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's the one everybody's talking about.
Okay. Well, that's on there.
Okay. Excellent. Well, I love that. As I said, if you're listening to the replay crew, leave your comments, leave your love, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss when we go live. Yes, tomorrow is the Go Beach Killer hearing. He's supposed to plead guilty. I don't know if it's going to be like admittance of things or what. I'm going to keep my eye on tomorrow. It could be a date, but it's not televised, if I recall. So that'll be interesting. Well, thank you all for being here with us. Again, you guys are so much fun. This is like one of my favorite shows to do because we are just out of control.
So hard to listen to.
So we're so hard to listen to. So thank you guys for doing that. No, I appreciate it. But I'll see you all over with Megan Fox and Dave Neal. I'm excited for this. You all have a wonderful rest of the day. Thursday, 11 a.m. More Laura Owens coverage.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too, girl. I'm so excited for all this.
I'll try to be on time.
That's okay. That's all right. If not, I can sit and talk about whatever. I'm pretty good at it, apparently. But until next time, everyone, stay safe and be amazing.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.